Yeah, I'll tell.
We are live on YouTube now.
You have to do IVs.
Huh?
Like IVs, like get the IVs in your vein.
Oh, okay.
That's how all the great streamers do it.
Oh, I mean, if I want to be great or just good, huh?
Yeah. So it's
what
about
it takes.
Yeah.
How much do you really want it, right?
Not that bad, apparently.
I've seen FaZe put IVs in their neck.
You see that?
All right, you saying this now. You will be on the stream with them later talking about you hating. Be careful.
We cool. I talked to Rage. I talked to Silk. Talked to Lace.
TBN.
Talked to R. Talked to Beezy. Definitely talked to Beezy. I mean, we're in a good place. We're in a good place.
I like to hear that.
Are we live?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh. Quick intros. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Let's Keep It a Buck Podcast, the only podcast in which we do things differently every single time. I got the guys here with me. Damo, how you doing today?
Hungry.
B Souls, how you doing today?
Good.
Sage, how you doing today?
Hungry too.
All right. If you're new to this and you want to be true to this, make sure you hit that join button, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Somebody saw me, so word of mouth is working. B Souls, audio listeners should leave a 5-star review. Do you agree?
I agree.
Do you have a 5-star review for us?
Yes, this is from Jim John Tim. They told me to give a 5-star, and I did like a good boy.
There we go. I like that. 5-star reviews are the most important things that we can do for the algorithm. And last but certainly not least, we want you to do the most important thing of all, which is leave us a super chat. This is a super chat.
He's on fire.
We don't have a super chat, probably because we sped through the entirety of the intro and people haven't even gotten the notification yet, but it is what it is. We will stop anything and everything we are doing to read your super chat. So with that being said, let's get into the ball. All right. Hot take of the week. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been another episode.
When he said it, I was like, man, I feel bad for Cruz, man. I know how this is about to go.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man.
Chad, I want you to know you do not want to be a producer for Let's Keep It a Buck. We are some mean employers. Let me tell you.
There wasn't even me this time, chap. Had nothing to do with it. Had nothing to do with it.
W streams. We'll see
Greatest stream. This was the greatest stream ever. Yeah. This was fun. This was the real pod. Like, all right.
This is the one we needed. All right, here we go. Droopy says 199. Droopy says Charleston White knockout the Island Boys. Okay, yeah. Shouts out to Patrick Hill for $2. Says I got y'all. So the Patrick Hill. CN6 for £2.49. Says damn, slow down. Then sends another two. He said damn, slow done, and then he sends another £2.49 to say down. Okay,
appreciate the grammar.
Yeah. Last but not least, Novely $4.99 says this is a super chat.
You are now the sponsor of the stream.
You are now the sponsor of the stream.
Type shit,
right.
Easy floor.
Say goodbye to the people.
All right, people. I will be streaming. Bye.
Oh my gosh. Listen, let's start it off. Cruz wants us to speed through some of these things. I don't. Let's get through some of the stuff, the earlier stuff, the easy stuff. I promise you, just pull this up on YouTube. Cringe compilations. I've seen some good cringe compilations lately.
Hi, thank you for giving me this drink. You are pretty cute. Did he just close that?
Are you kidding me? What? Dude, he's so rude.
I'm so embarrassed.
He's so rude.
I'm so embarrassed.
Knock on the window.
Knock on the window.
Oh my gosh.
That's a crazy thing to say.
I'm
Knock on the
really so
window.
embarrassed.
Knock on the window is crazy.
It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with.
It's COVID too, so you know you're stressed.
Things get a little heated at a Tekken tournament.
Oh, are you serious? Are you serious?
Now, let me say this right now. If a nerd run off that fast, he coming back with something.
Isn't he? I think he's the winner. This might be the winner. I think
Oh,
he's
is he the winner?
Yeah,
I think he's the winner.
That one. This is
I
a
think he's
hype
the winner.
celebration.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a walk-off hit or whatever. I don't know.
It is like him pulling a KD for Miami fans.
He definitely won that one. Yeah, loser.
Oh shit.
Right, money on it.
He is on cloud nine right now.
Had to be some tournament or something.
Have you ever been in the floor?
Whoa.
Look at his forearms.
No.
Wait, how he had hands on first, but he ended up losing?
Yeah, he ain't like a little guy, so how did he? You know what? He ain't want to attack
He
that
got
man.
folded up quick.
He ain't want to hit that man for real. That's all.
Yeah, God, his black ass.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not mad at him. That nigga standing up on chairs after the first game. Come on, we playing a full set. Sit your ass down.
This is game one.
No, y'all
Crazy one day up.
Nah, they must have been talking crazy shit.
That nigga ran off and walked back like Randy Orton, nigga. He was feeling it.
That's insane.
I'm with it.
All right, we definitely have a lot to talk about. Damn, I don't even got the notion pulled up. I really don't care about what Cruz's talking about, huh?
Fuck hello.
That's insane. How was y'all's weekends though? That's a serious question. We haven't, you know. Sometimes you're saying we don't care about each other. How was y'all's weekends?
I was pretty good. Man. It was definitely it's too hot to go outside weekend. So, yeah.
I wish my friends weren't dumbasses. This is the opposite over here.
My weekend was going great. I went to took my daughters to a birthday party. Was being a parent amongst other parents. It was cool doing that. And then bullshit Sunday happened and ruined my whole weekend.
Not gonna lie, first weekend where it did not rain in Atlanta in probably like 6 weeks. But I did stay in, hosted a little function for my fiance and her friends. Never mixed friend groups. Never ever mixed.
Was it bad?
Yeah, it was bad. Because you just got different friends for different things, different funnies. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, this is funny to them. This is funny to them. This is funny to them. The Venn diagram doesn't really mix. Some people just got circles. They just got circles over here, circles over here, circles. So don't do that. Cause one of them was like, you want to be on a pod, or they was like, I want to be on a pod. So I went in there and started talking to them. It was about 10 of them, different friend groups. Remember me. The first question that you got to answer in order to be on the pod. This is the test. Gay son, thought daughter, right? Right, naturally, right?
Makes sense.
Especially our pod.
Yeah. And then some of them, they what does this even mean? What's the meaning behind this? One of them, thought daughter, because who wants a gay son? Yeah.
Yeah.
One of your girls' friends? She said,
Oh man.
And
We
so
have found the real Potter.
it was like, whoa. And so then somebody was like, what's it called? Somebody was like,
Did she explain some more?
Yeah, she did. She's like, no.
Real Potter. Told you.
She's like, I mean, because no, listen, it's okay. Everybody has sex, and then what does thought even really mean? They women, right? It's your body. You can do what you want. You know the girl in high school that was sucking dick, or it was you. But then she was like, well, who wants a gay son? Me. Oh,
double down.
this is okay.
She's the Potter for real. Hey, you want to get on?
Okay. Only person that answered it right, obviously, was my girl. She said, which type of thought? Thought daughter? Me. Okay, you can go on. But the rest of them, wow, either homophobic or not homophobic enough.
Homophobic or scared.
Yeah. And then lastly, I think it was yesterday. Sky is truly from Ghana. She knows no slur. So we went through all the slurs. Yeah. She was
just point at them like this is.
Did y'all look them up, or you were just going based on what you know?
So, like, all right.
She was like, she was telling us about a show, 1883 or something like that. And this is a show about 1883. There was somebody who was a gypsy, and me and Danielle was like, "Whoa, you can't say that." She's like, "What? That's not a slur. That's not a slur." So then we started to go through the slurs, and we found a YouTube video, slur tier list, racial slur tier list. So we just sat, we watched that. You watched
2 videos?
Yes, 2 videos. Because racial slur tier list was kind of
just to make sure.
This one right here with the Roblox, man, he gets in it. I'm talking about in it. So now guy is up to date on the slurs. And she used this was her. Oh, I say that. Me. Wow.
That's crazy.
You're racist.
I called that someone to their face. Like, whoa.
No, but dead ass. Anyway. Let's get into some softball questions to kind of warm us up. Spit started up 4 a.m. Lick hand puts it down there. Love
Go behind you, right?
Yeah. And let's talk. There's some positions that are ass. That spoon shit. Ugh.
I'm gonna say top 3 ass positions. Go.
That spoon shit. Riding ass. 69. I don't even really consider that a position. I don't know, but
half attention, man. One attention at a time. All right, we can take turns.
Sometimes we just gotta beat our meats. Fuck the ladies.
They don't do it right sometimes.
You niggas are insane.
What these brothers are talking about, Chad.
All right.
Agency be off sometimes. All right, let me stop potting. Let me stop.
Because then and then you know what's crazy about women? They bend. They want to bend. What are you bending for? What are we doing? What? God, I hate. Anyway, have y'all ever thought that a parody movie was good?
So spitting. Pause. My bad.
Please.
You just can't say that right now. All right, Justin. Just wait a minute.
What's it called? Do y'all think that like parodies of things are funny? Like as an adult, you know, when you were a kid, Trapped in the Drive-Thru was funny. Weird Al was funny. The scary movies, they were funny. But now we're, you know, I'm 28.
They are so funny if done right, but a lot of them aren't done right anymore. A good classic parody, and maybe it's just because of nostalgia, but for me, the classic parodies still be hitting if you're if you're watching the right ones. There are a lot of trash ones now that I'm older and I can realize a lot of the ones I used to like were trash. But you catch you a classic, it still hit.
By parody, are you talking like Robot Chicken, South Park parodies? Or are you talking like full-blown Team 4-Star type parodies? Because the answer to the other ones is yes, and low-key, the other ones ain't that bad either. But there are some cringe ones out there. But, you know, I fuck with a good parody. You're funny. You understand the show.
RDC well, still be hitting.
You say who?
RDC.
Yeah, like do RDC count as parodies or?
I don't think
skits. Like Anime House or whatever like that.
I would think in this conversation, y'all are thinking of parodies a little bit different. I would think of parodies like, what is it? Not Another Teenage Movie, movie 43, I think it was, or 23, I think it was, whatever it was. Scary movies. Don't sip juice in the hood while watching whatever it was with the Wayans brothers. Like that.
Oh, those parodies.
I think that like the Paranormal Activity parody movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't even know the last time I watched one.
You just got to do it right. And yeah, I hate to sound Mickey, but yeah, if done right, yes. I would say gun to my head, the genre still fine, yes.
I don't know the last time I watched one. That's my thing.
Right. But
I don't know the last time one was like really made.
Yeah, when is the last parody?
Recession Indicator.
The last parody? I mean, that's just not the style of comedy no more.
That's maybe the last Sharknado.
Sharknado. Okay.
Sharknado 13.
No more passion projects, man. It's the problem.
That's what the game missing.
Yeah.
Recession indicator.
Stop. Okay. Continuing down the line. A little softball question before we get into what we actually want to get into. Do we save the load? We don't save the load.
That's Cruz. We gonna buy Cruz.
I
today.
hate shaving. Yeah, apparently we're trying to speed through this. We're not saving no loads.
Cruz got some. Oh God. Actually, this might be a good little softball one to just build us up into it. This video right here had 17 million views on it, and it prompted the Black Hokage to come out of retirement and make a whole video on this. The only reason why I say that because this guy was passionate about it.
Gaming nowadays sucks, and there's no more good games to play. Saying that is probably the easiest way to trigger most modern gamers. However, if y'all actually took the time to listen to them people who say that, I promise you realize that they kind of have a point. Because see, most people who say that come from an era where you didn't have to, quote, expand your horizons to find a good game. Because back in the day, if you wanted to find a good game, it was easy. Here you go. No sports, that's fine. Here you go. You want a good detective noir story? There you go. Wanted a shooting game with some over-the-top gunfights? Here you go. Want GTA but not GTA? Here you go. Need a racing game? Here you go. No microtransactions, by the way. This. Even this. Goddamn, bro, I can keep going. Then y'all say the only people who...
I just wanted to pause that. He showed the same game in 6 different flavors.
He showed some of those games literally didn't get rebought. Like, some of those games are good. In fact, I think all the games are good, but Sleeping Dogs, for example, literally, there's a reason there's not a Sleeping Dogs 2. People weren't even buying these games all the time. Proceed.
Yeah.
He showed 17 gun games, 1 superhero game, a racing game, and the rest were sports.
Say that are people who only play 2K and Madden.
You do realize that those same people are the people who had more than 2K and Madden back in the day. Let me walk you through it real quick. See, back then, we didn't need to just rely on Madden for our football fix. We could go NFL Street. We could go ESPN 2K5. We could go NFL Blitz. We could go NFL Game Day. Hell, fuck it. Let's do it. NFL Quarterback Club. Bro, we didn't need just 2K. We had NBA Street. We had NBA Jam. Man, I bet half of y'all ain't even heard of NBA Shootout. ESPN Basketball. NBA Inside Drive.
That was just
the GOAT
2K.
of them all, NBA Live. We had variety back then.
He sat, no. I need y'all to understand. He sat there and said, we didn't need 2K. We could go and play 2K. ESPN was just 2K, what, 5?
Yeah,
that was just
like
2K.
5 or 6.
Yeah, what are we doing? Like 2K4, 2K5?
Fuck, hopefully this stuck my teeth shit don't show on camera. But look, man, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna pull a Twitter.
Just by the way.
Oh, we're gonna finish the clip?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm
sorry.
But
That blew me.
No, I just want to say that he got a shot right this entire clip thus far. 1 shot went in the basket. Proceed.
Yeah, I just wanted to stop after the. I'm actually gonna bring it back because I just want people to really understand. What he's
1 shot went in the basket.
I really didn't game back in the day. That's what I'm realizing. Holy fuck,
man.
These are just. I promise you, these are variations of sports.
I'm about to say these are just
rage bait. No cap.
I'm just saying. I got 1 game a year back in the day. So the concept of even buying 5 in a year is like crazy to me. But go ahead.
You ain't trade your games in? You know what? Asking different questions.
And I ain't gonna lie. A lot. What he's not saying in this is, and maybe you didn't know, man, this was $2.99.
No, that's what I was like. He's naming clearance rack games. Like I doesn't dissing Sleeping Dogs to the one nigga that think I said it. I was. Chat, I'm telling you, these games were in clearance. I know some of you niggas is 10, so you don't know. You walked into the store. Prior to the store, there was a red box where you could rent games and a clear glass where you could buy games, my nigga. And I'm telling you, Sleeping Dogs was literally in that big ass basket of fuck it, why not? Because it literally didn't sell. It didn't sell.
Hey, Sage, that bin, and you go over there and you just do this. You close your eyes and you just place your hand and you just pick up
3 and keep pushing.
Hey, yeah. all of them. First of all, it was $2.99 and it was buy 1 get 2 free.
Come on,
okay.
Also, this wasn't even the bin with the case. If you go into GameStop back in the day, these came with the little paper flaps.
Yeah,
you were going through like a bunch of goddamn floppy disk looking for $2.99, and you would NFL Streets. Okay, bet. I'm just saying, like, yeah, they were very, very affordable games.
The most expensive game in that case, that thing probably was $10. Not even like exaggerating.
No,
it was
that's
probably $10.
Game Boy games was 2.
Quick. See, back then, we didn't need to just rely on Madden for our football fix. We could go NFL Street. We could go ESPN 2K5. We could go NFL Blitz. We could go NFL Game Day. Hell, fuck it. Let's do it. NFL Quarterback Club. Bro, we didn't need just 2K. We had NBA Street. We had NBA Jam. Man, I bet half of y'all ain't even heard of NBA Shootout. ESPN Basketball. NBA Inside Drive. The GOAT of them all, NBA Live. We had variety back then. We had options, and those games came complete. They didn't come with no microtransactions. Y'all remember when this dropped? Yeah, this shit wouldn't have happened back then. Stop getting upset with people when they say that there ain't no more good games left when you got games like this that come out and it take them 2 fucking years to fix the shit.
That's the worst shot he took.
It was finished. It was complete. Wasn't no goddamn patch. Oh yeah, y'all remember this? Midnight releases? Ain't no more of that shit. This was a vital part of gaming culture when there was games that was worth standing outside all goddamn night for. Oh yeah, y'all remember this? Probably not. Couch co-op. The fuck happened here? Another very vital part of gaming culture that was swiped away from us because of corporate greed. Oh no, we don't want 4 of y'all sharing one console. We want all 4 of y'all to buy your own console and just play online like a bunch of fucking dweebs. Like damn bro, whatever happened to family fun games like Guitar Hero and the Rock Band series? Everybody in the living room stressed out mashing the buttons when this motherfucker trying to beat that one song. I don't think y'all realize that when y'all tell people that they have to expand their horizons to find good games, that you're literally proving their point. Because if gaming was currently as good as it always has been according to y'all, wouldn't nobody have to dig for shit. It would just be readily available in their face. Oh yeah, one last thing. When people say there ain't no more good games left, please stop suggesting these super niche ass games that only appeal to one type of person. You know damn well everybody ain't into turn-based RPGs. Cut the shit. So do I think gaming is dead? Yeah, no. But is it as good as it used to be? Fuck no.
And like I said, the game of the year is niche. I don't even know what to. Yeah, all of that is rage bait. I mean, we do have to react, so I'll let Damo start it all. But all of this didn't make sense. He made one shot, and I'll be positive, like I typically am, for the one shot before Damo goes, and then whatever Damo doesn't mention, I'll speak on. The one shot he made, specifically sports gaming. Specifically sports gaming, he has half of them. For sure. For sure, there is a major issue with sports gaming variety. Now, he's disingenuous about the point he made. NBA Live, the GOAT, there's a reason it's not there. It's not even just because people weren't buying it. It was a bad game. But sure, that's the only thing that's literally a legal thing. Everything else, from the field. But go ahead, Damo.
I want y'all to genuinely understand. This nigga went out there and shot 0 for 38. He didn't hit one shot. He didn't get close. He went out there and put up a gifted performance. Listen, man, the 2 places he lost me the absolute most. One, talking about how games were finished back then, they didn't need a patch. No, they just weren't getting patched. There were glitches that just stayed in those games that are there to this day. There are glitches that niggas that spam Mario literally know and is in the game to this day. I'll never forget when my aunt would show me her doing crazy shit on fucking Mario because it's been there since she was in middle school in the 80s. Niggas are still doing glitches. Like, that was just such a bad take the patch thing. Another thing, game. No one forced everybody to buy a console and stay home. Your friends don't like you. You aren't getting invited over. Surprise, surprise, you can still connect 4 controllers to one console and everyone can play.
I don't even know why he said. I really don't even understand that comment.
Nigga talking about party games. Niggas are still able to couch co-op game. No one likes you, my nigga. No one is inviting you over. You ain't got no friends. They forced everybody to buy a console and just play on internet like dweebs. No, nigga, you were the dweeb and you had to play on the internet because your friends stopped inviting you over to play 2K Blacktop, fuck nigga. That shit ain't changed. You can still do it.
He could just go to his friend's house and play 2K though. Like,
no, he can. He ain't got no friend. His friend's in Montana. He stay in Florida.
Y'all not even wrong. I'm not even going to bully the brother, man. But my thing is, what's worse than even that, to go a step further, is there's no co-op games, though, y'all. That's what we're missing. That's not true. It Takes Two was just cooking shit earlier, and I think there's another game that's like damn near game of the year. These are just lies. I'm not gonna lie. That's the worst part about this shot, and the worst thing is so many people. Oh, well, he kind of got a point. No, he doesn't. The overarching point of his thing is, hey, gang, we don't need to expand our minds, and we don't need to be able to try different stuff because they were readily available for us. if anything, the issue is oversaturation.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
To
Yeah.
sit there and argue that, hey, in 2002, GameStop had more motion than fucking Steam. It is insane. I don't even know what to say. I could click an app right now and have more games than in 07, like an hour. Like, what are we actually talking about? Another point that I really didn't like of his was, I guess because you've already talked about the two main that I was going to talk about. So the niche game. Gang, I'm sorry. I have to do it. Somebody was going to do it. I don't think he played a lot of games. I'm not necessarily saying I'm the peak gamer. There are certain titles that I look at and I'm like, I ain't gonna try that shit, or I'll watch it or whatever. But I don't think you played a lot of games. Even in the games you listed, you named football variants, basketball variants, shooter, one race game, and another 2 fighters. And on top of that, you didn't even name like the peak Def Jams, and let alone the bad Def Jam. There were bad Def Jams. Talk about games not being bad out there. Every movie reiteration was bad. Shout out my T-posing bad boys. And honestly, just shout out Alpha Red if you want to go see retro games that are bad. And he plays them all the time. Shit's awful.
Bezos, what was your oversaturation point? I don't have too much for him.
Oh, I was just saying, I feel like the problem now is that there's way too many games that people don't even know where to start. Or like the problem I'm constantly hearing is, damn, I got this back catalog of games and I'm just not finishing any of them. Like that's how good gaming is right now. At least if you're looking at the overall picture, replayability of older games. Hell, even like I've been on like Pokemon TikTok lately, and I've been seeing like some crazy mods on the Pokemon side. I don't know if you know, says the Emerald mod. That shit look kind of crazy.
Kaizo is amazing. Or Run and Bun, or both. There's too many.
Yeah. So if anything, like people have too many options for their own fucking good. But hey.
So why do y'all think that people have this take? Like, because I don't want to, we invalidated him, we called him a loser. He's all these different things. But also, why does he have this take? And the original poster, why does the original poster also agree with this take along with some others?
2, 3, 4.
I think for me, this is the same lines of like who's the next big 3 in hip hop. This is the same lines as the face of the league conversation. This is around those same lines. I think we used to live in an era where things were just like hand given to us because the amount of developers in the market just isn't as many as there are now. So, you only had a handful of games to pick from. You didn't have this plethora of like indie devs working. The gaming industry wasn't as big as it was. So back then it was easier to find games because this is just what you had and you either liked it or you didn't. Now you have options. So,
hey man, 9 letters, 1 word, nostalgia. I'm sorry. Every dog has their day. I don't like these Twitter niggas because I think they sassy about it. But this is it's just to take that reeks of nostalgia. One of his main talking points was just, I remember when you could go back, you could sit on the couch and play the game. And then we used to stand outside. That just sounds like a worse way to get games. Like from top to bottom, it's actually more practical to be able to get your games digitally. Like, I don't understand that outside of, again, just the nostalgia, my era is better thing. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say there's no bad games of today, but what he did was frame it as there were no terrible games back then. I would even go as far as to say, just to be extreme, that in terms of objectively terrible, like unplayably glitchable games, you got a handful in the 2020s nowadays. Those games, there's bad games today, games that are unenjoyable, games that are boring, frame rates, all that other stuff. But hey, Sonic can backflip through the map, terrible. There's a handful of those now. Those were abundant back then. And that's why I just don't see where you connect outside of, again, just remembering the shoulder roll from the niggas that love 2016, or remembering, I don't fucking know, the long ass t-shirts if you were born in the 2000s. This is just to take that reeks of nostalgia. None of this shit is even remotely valid. It's just people wanting to say that today's stuff isn't good, or that they only play 2K, Madden, Call of Duty, and they realize they're getting fucked over. I can sit there and here you go, supplements for shooters all the time. You niggas don't even want to play what's the junk called? Is it Split Fiction or is it the one with the portals, chat? I struggle with the names right now. But these are games that Splitgate, there it is. Yeah, Splitgate's like fucking fantastic. I played it. But y'all don't play Splitgate because it's not Call of Duty. Y'all are attached to the brand names that you came with growing up when you actually had an open mind by default. But now that you're open mind, and now that you've like established a safe space, you don't want to leave that. And as a result, you're not going to find any good shit because you've already established a safe space. And you want 2K to be good. You want Madden to be good. And you want Call of Duty to be good. And GTA doesn't drop until every 20 years.
Yeah,
so that's the issue.
Things that will be revered as glitches or cheese back. Things that would be cheese back then or Easter eggs or glitches would be talked about as being like broken today.
Dog.
That was one of the points. Dom, what were you going to say?
I was gonna say retweet for the most part. I agree with Sage. Don't want to reiterate. I know Cruz wants us to speed through these topics, but my only pushback would be he is kind of spitting with getting more physical copies of games because getting it digital, yes, is more practical, but you don't own your games. If a developer decides, well, we're not getting enough money, and they shut that bitch down, you can't play it no more.
Yes,
whether it's a free game or not, that's fine. But back then, if I bought a game, even if it flopped, it's still my game. I still bought this game. Nowadays, you're paying more money. What happened?
He said physical copies.
He was talking about physical copies, but he was saying standing outside and he had the font popped up. Physical copies are down. Yeah. It popped up and said physical copies are down or everything like that. So he's basically saying there's no midnight releases and people standing out there for him. That's why there's not as many physical copies being bought. I'm not saying he's right there, but I am saying the mindset of wanting the physical copy of the game is better than having a digital copy, especially when I'm paying more.
He didn't really say. I ain't gonna lie. You gave him more.
I'm not giving him a point for some shit he said. I'm just saying when you were like, oh no, it's just more practical to digitally get the game. Yeah, it's more practical, but you don't own said game. Like literally, the shit can be stripped from you, removed from you, took it from you. It's in the rights, like in the terms of service and shit. So that shit's whack when it comes to digital gaming. Other than that, I'm with you 99%.
I guess to close it, this isn't even about gaming in general. Just comment below why, chat. Why y'all want to be closed-minded? Like the idea, if someone told me expand your horizons and try new things, why is that the pushback? Because that's his main point, that I should be allowed to be a gamer and I don't want to. Oh, okay, but then you don't get to make statements like gaming is dead and worse. You don't get to do both. You don't get to sit there and say, hey gang, I'm only going to watch basketball. There's a bad season of basketball. Sports are dying. That's not valid. That's not okay. You the same, like niggas will literally sit there because this happened with Thanksgiving. So the niggas will literally sit there and since they were 5 years old, the grandma made the turkey, the ham, and the mac and cheese. 25 yeyears later, now you're fucking 30. And you're in your 80-year-old granny shaking trying to make the mac and cheese and shit.
No
and,
taste
you know what? I think the shit fell off. No, what do you mean? Nigga, she's 80. None of y'all learned how to cook. Nobody opened their mind. That's crazy to me. It's crazy.
Yeah, the only thing that I have to say, the really only thing I have to say is it's amazing that in these nostalgia conversations, you can literally have what you want for the most part. Like you can have what you want. What you want exists. It's just maybe not as popular, but you know, you want to do LAN parties. There are a collective of people that do LAN parties.
Go to DreamCon.
Trust and believe. Go to DreamCon, find those people. I'm pretty sure there is a local card shop in your area. I'm telling you right now, they do LAN parties. Now, what he's not acknowledging is that he is 33. His homeboys are also 33. So his homeboys probably got a little pussy on him. Maybe, you know, a little drink to him. And they're not sitting at home on Friday night. Yo, let's link big bros and let's, you know, stay up till 3 and play 2K with each other. That's probably the case.
Damn.
But whatever you're desiring, it's out there. Find it. Get off Beyonce's internet and find it.
Like I'm literally getting better at cooking, Chad. But I guess, you know, if I didn't want to try new things, I'm just order canes tomorrow.
Jesus, man.
It's just insane, bro.
Actual Instagram. We got to find that guy's Instagram.
No, I'm not disrespecting him because apparently he's really good with movies. That was a horrible game.
No, not saying for that. I just mean
he got 10 bad bitches on his Instagram.
Oh,
that'd be kind of crazy.
Okay.
Oh, you're saying if? I mean, that's fine. The nigga can be great when it comes to movies. Come on, Tyler Perry, stick to your bag. Stop trying to expand. This why niggas don't need to expand right here. You start trying to do too much or do something different, you end up sounding like Stephen A.
Yeah, I'm not. I wasn't making an indictment. I
y'all-
really wanted to know if he had a follow up or whatever the case may be.
Mm.
Because that would be interesting to see. I took the backlash and blase, blase, blah. And now I'm sitting here better. Probably not. Folks on the internet don't take accountability, and it is what it is. Let's keep going down the line.
Yeah, I'm
brother.
gonna keep going. I don't want to beat the dead horse.
Let's warm up for some basketball.
God. But I actually like that sport. I thought I was gonna say hate it.
For whatever reason, there's one guy on the internet. It's one guy on the internet who's getting beat up over the weekend. It's not. Well, I'll say this. It's multiple guys. But the conversation is about ring culture. I thought it was just one guy, multiple guys. Our king, Branjay, on the Mind the Game podcast. You gotta listen to the Mind the Game podcast. LeBron James on ring culture. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport. You tell me Iverson, Barkley, Nash weren't effing unbelievable. They can't be talked about with these guys because they won rings. It's like Peyton Manning can't be in the same room as Brady or Mahomes because he only has 1 rings. Barry Bonds never won a World Series. You can't sit here and tell me that he's not the greatest baseball player to ever touch a bat. That's what Branjay said.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's discussed so much in our sport and why it's the A-all, B-all of everything. You sit here and you tell me, Allen Iverson and Charles Barkley and Steve Nash, are fucking.
What's up, brother? Head ass.
Yeah, I ain't got a problem, man. The nigga know he win.
Yeah.
I respect it. I
know
respect
it's
it,
true.
Steven.
He's a dork. But I do want to hear, and I don't think this is the immediate rebuttal. This is Charles Barkley from a minute ago. He kind of, went away from what Branjay is saying here.
It's like my but those are the rules. It's like my rules. Hey, I'm in the Hall of Fame, but I'm in a different wing than the guys who won the championship. I mean,
still in the Hall of Fame, though.
I know, but I'm saying though, Jack, hey, I understand. I understand the rules. Like Charles are great, Karl Malone's great, Patrick Ewing's great. They're not at the table with Magic, Bird, LeBron, Kobe. It's levels to this shit. And I ain't mad at that. I understand that. Now, if I could have won a championship, I can go across the room. But the rules are the rules.
Just off top, quick, what's your sentiments on ring culture and how it is? I personally think that for me, we can have ring culture conversations as long as, like LeBron said, it's not the end all be all and we have context, right? Because we don't even do ring culture conversations the way that we should. Bill Russell would be leading in that conversation.
Yeah, no, that I agree with you. I think you cannot fight extreme with extreme. The same way you would get at someone for saying Bill Russell's the GOAT for 11 rings. You cannot then fight that with, oh, Charles Barkley and Tim Duncan are now on the same tier because ring culture doesn't matter. I just refuse to believe this one goal that every single player, every single team is aiming for does not matter in any of these conversations. It just can't be the end all be all. And specifically for LeBron, that was a surprising take from him because I swear I remember, maybe it was the Shop episode. He specifically referred to what he did in the 2016 finals, winning that championship as a moment for him where he's like, oh, I elevated to a whole new tier or whatever. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't want to misquote him.
No, you're not wrong. He said that, but he wasn't just talking about winning the championship. It was the fashion he won the championship, how he did it, his performance, the context with winning that championship. That's what made him feel that way. And I'll say, I'm not surprised LeBron made these comments. LeBron is still damn near 40. No, he is 40. LeBron is 40. He comes from that late 90s, early 2000s mindset about looking at basketball. People are not realizing these guys, Kevin Durant's, the Steph Curry's, they still grew up in an era that you thought of the game like that. It's not going to be until probably Giannis or the Jokic's are damn near 40 where that opinion is going to change. Ring culture, the rings will matter because the only thing that matters is what the media believes and what the fan narrative say. The players can try to become the new media and try to change the narrative, but we're seeing what's happening with the players when they join the new media. They bring their own issues with it. They bring a whole new level of negativity because they have direct access to these people. So now when they're saying this, damn, you got Jeff T sitting around calling Dennis Schroeder all types of garbage, and Dennis Schroeder was his rookie. And I'm using a hypothetical. I'm not saying that actually happened, but regardless, shit like that. So I'm not surprised LeBron said it. I'm not surprised he has those sentiments. In terms of ring culture, you got to have context of the conversation. Y'all know me, goatless, boatless. If we're talking about the best player or we talking about the greatest player, accolades is a different conversation, and people need to realize what conversation they're having. Are we just having skill, or are we talking about accolades and awards?
Now before Sage goes, I want to introduce this because this is, that's the softball. That's easy.
Top chat.
Everybody has their opinions on ring culture, though. Damo kind of alluded to that. Everybody's is different.
Oh, I saw this today.
If Bill Russell was still alive, we'd ask him, right? We want to hear what Bob Cousy has to say. We want to hear what Josh Smith has to say. Who would you want to hear give their opinion on ring culture?
Skip Bayless.
Austin Rivers.
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Smith's
daughter.
What up? Stephen A. Smith's daughter.
Funny
kid.
She has been.
Stephen A. Smith's nephew.
Stephen A. Smith.
Funny family, Damo. Funny
family.
Entertain the family.
What about the Smiths, the Carters?
Lil Wayne?
Anthony and Devin? Jay-Z, those Carters, maybe Vince Carter, maybe.
I know Vince don't got to take about this.
Yeah, but the Carters,
McMahon.
The Carters do, and by way of marriage, the McGrady's, right? We want to hear what tmac has to say.
Michael Rubin.
Do we?
Right? Well, I
want to hear what tmac has to say.
He's giving it to you either way.
Yes!
We have too many talented players that come through this league that are championship worthy. What I mean by that, if you take them off a team that is a championship quality team, replace me with Kobe with Shaq. I don't win a championship. You don't think I could carry the Lakers to a championship? Like, I've never had the opportunity.
Correct.
I felt like if I was put in that position to win a championship, I damn sure would show up and do what I do in the playoffs to elevate my team to that level. I just never had the chance. So do I get diminished because I never won a championship?
Right.
Yeah, that's what
is it my fault?
That's what they're saying. That's what they're saying.
Right. Is it my fault? Right. I was never put in that position, Steve.
And then add another layer onto it, T-Mac. Then you have players that start saying, okay, no, now I got to be a de facto GM. Huh? Now I have to be a de facto
and that creates
GM.
The
now I got to find.
Because now players are going everywhere because they need to get the rings.
No.
I get,
Can I tell y'all something? And I've learned this
fucking hot.
now that I'm an adult. There's a couple seconds left. This is just me being self-aware. Sometimes I watch back the pod. If I make a take and 3 other people have to come in to explain my take, I probably made a bad take, right? If I say and Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the worst cereal, right? And Sage has to come in because it's too sweet, right? And Damo says, and it gets soggy fast. It gets soggy, and it be so. Well, it is a healthy. If that many people have to come in to try to make my take make sense, I've probably made a bad take. That's exactly what we just saw. Let me play these last couple seconds.
When it comes to LeBron and he gets traded or goes to Miami,
LeBron wasn't talking about Bron, though, T-Mac.
No, but I'm talking about
the other players.
The 1,
in
not
a sense,
2, not 3, not 4, not 5. Now he put some of that on himself with that.
This nigga sounds bitter.
Ring culture gotta matter. after that,
and that's
because if the result is T-Mac talking out of his ass.
And no, but that's exactly what I was gonna say, though. That's why I'm happy y'all went first and said the boring answer of gray area, because that's just what it is. If you don't allow that, it gets to an extreme. My brother, I grew up, and I tell my chat all the time, it took Kobe in 2009 for me to become a Laker fan. I was this close to being a T-Mac fan. Now it's gonna sound crazy. I was winning bias. I'm a child, so I wanted to see the guy that won. But I remember watching T-Mac. Gang, one of my favorite players ever. You just be losing them shit sometimes. Sometimes he just be out there performing mid. I don't know what else to say. He definitely could have won. At least I passed the first round in Houston. I like what the fuck? He could have won when he was averaging like fucking 30 in Orlando. Again, at least I passed the first round. He's never played 8 games in the postseason.
Didn't
I'm not
he
gonna
blow
sit there and
3-1
say
lead?
this franchise his whole career.
Wasn't he a part of that Magic team that blew a 3-1 lead, or was he in Houston by then?
I'm gonna double check, but I see a game 7-3 right now.
Yeah. He was on. He blew a 3-1 lead.
Yep, blew a
buddy.
3-1 lead to the Pistons.
Yeah, I'm not. Him saying this, he's just bitter, and that's what you realize when you start giving these former players the mic. A lot of these niggas will show their biases and how bitter they are about situations. He just watched Chet and J-Dub win a championship, and now in 15 years, J-Dub is going to get more nods than you because he won a championship, and you didn't. You flamed out, got hurt, and it was bad. Niggas is bitter. Niggas is mad.
Yeah,
well, I do want to get pushback on that. Like, for certain players, isn't this just the natural mentality they should have? Like, it's expected? Because T-Mac, in his sentiments, this reminds me, and you can say he's delusional too. I would agree with you. Paul Pierce saying if he replaced D-Wade, he would have the same career as D-Wade. Like, if Dame came out today and said, yeah, if you replace Curry with me, I would have 3-4 rings. And if they came out and said that, I wouldn't blame them for having that mentality, though. That's my.
We would, and we have. When Paul Pierce said that, we shat on him. Shut up, Paul Pierce. That's a dumb thing to say. You had your chance, you blew it. If Dame was to come out and say some asinine shit like that, shut up, Dame. We've seen what you're capable of. Stop it. Shut up. I'm not trying to hear that. If he was me, bullshit. Anytime anyone brings that up, they get shat on for it. I do not understand that. You should have the Charles Barkley This is the only time, probably outside of talking about San Antonio women, Charles Barkley is undoubtedly correct. If you aren't at that table as a competitor, you need to realize you didn't reach those heights. It is what it is. Chop it up to the game. You made your money. You still had a great career. You're a Hall of Famer. There is levels to this. And you have to accept that. The ones that don't accept that, I feel is weird. It is weird for Paul Pierce to be on national TV and be so pent up, bitter that D-Wade. I would have D-Wade's career if I was D-Wade. If we switched us, I would. What do you care for? Like, why are we talking about this, Paul Pierce? D-Wade's retired. Y'all aren't playing anymore. And you're still holding on to that? That's crazy. Be like Charles Barkley. Hey, man, I peaked where I peaked. It is what it is. Take it, and you take it on the chin just like a loss. You're a professional. Be professional.
Charles Barkley make a lot more money, comparatively speaking, to like his peers of that era.
Yeah, and not only do they just have lots of financial success, they also have a lot of street success, in my opinion, too. The Melos of the world, the T-Macs, which I'm really surprised he's done this. I guarantee you in 10 years, once all the slanders over Paul George nostalgia clips are going to roll around, all of those guys, the James Hardens of the world as well, all those guys are secure in their legacy as well, in terms of how the fans do. I'm not saying them personally, but fans have secured their legacy for sure. If anything, sometimes they even potentially overblow it. But that's why I get confused when they kind of then jump the gun and just act like their careers didn't pan out because, woe is me, I was always in a shit situation. Sometimes, yes, that is the case. And sometimes, yes, for sure they cooked. But sometimes, gang, we saw you blow the lead. We saw you melt down in the offs consistently. That was the narrative about you, actually. We've seen these things, and that's why some shit didn't work out to the point of never getting it done. Ring culture definitely can be stupid if we're having a conversation on ability, and someone tells me Klay Thompson's a better basketball player than Tracy McGrady. But I think, like, niggas don't do that unless they're really trying to piss you off. And some people do try to piss you off, but it's not common. So I'm just confused why when players jump this gun, and that's why I definitely think the answer is truly gray area. Because if you lean towards the side of talent is talent, gang, you're gonna get some nasty discussions out there.
I'm glad that's where I go. Like it's the competitive side, and then that's just my thing.
Because the whole point is to win.
So I'm glad you said that. So you would make an argument.
No, please.
that second option ring.
Oh no.
That second option ring don't mean nothing. That's you would make that argument. That's what you just
God
said.
damn
I
it.
just
It's
want to make sure that's what you said.
Partner Nick Young, final answer.
No. Is that second option ring? How do you, if you got a ring as a second option, what is that?
We've had this conversation. Shout out to my boy Mike. Even as a second string receiver putting up yards, I think a first option ring obviously matters more. Second rings do matter as well, but there's definitely a level to it. Sure.
So you would say that it counts or it doesn't count as a second option?
All rings count, but there's context.
Nah, that's not what Gil said. That's not what Gil said.
Of course it's fucking Gil, bro.
What you're saying is actually correct. Like, when did ring culture become a thing, right? When you talk about a team award, something that a structure needs to win does not boost you in front of individual accomplishments. And when you used Kobe, would frowned upon what LeBron said, I would disagree with that.
Got you.
I would disagree with that.
I remember what I said there.
In real time, Kobe had 3 rings. Y'all wasn't treating him like a 3-ring player. You were treating him like a sidekick. He was considered a sidekick. He was considered a Robin. He was considered the next Pippen. In 2002, with 3 rings, we were still comparing tmac. Who was better in the league? You couldn't convince the NBA down the middle who was better. So
between
tmac and Kobe.
Totally true. Totally
right?
true.
So if you're sitting there with 3 rings and you're still being compared to someone who doesn't have rings, what do you think happened? I need individual accomplishments. Can you please get rid of Shaq? Right? Because if it was about rings, there was no reason for the fallout with him and Shaq. The fallout was about you only respect the driver of the car. No one respects the passenger of rings. Right? There's no one says it, but the one who's leading the one who's leading the team, that's the gold member right there. That ring counts. The second option ring, that's silver when no one respects it.
Is this all they talked about Sunday morning?
Sunday morning, rain is falling.
Damn.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's not like there's a game 7 of the NBA finals or something, but okay.
Not the hands.
This is I'm gonna tell you this because Nick did crash out on this topic on the show. This is where ring culture is stupid. This is where ring culture is stupid. Just these conversations. And honestly, respectfully speaking, I ain't dribble the ball in the National Basketball Association at all. These ring conversations from ringless people. It's silly.
Wait, were you gonna bring up Emmanuel Acho's tweet?
I can too.
That was the worst one. I really thought that was the one you really
I seen the legacy one.
That was horrible.
No, I have seen that. I
That
can't
was, oh my god.
That was god awful.
Oh god.
Chad, I'll say the
Mind you,
dialogue. Chat.
we went from T-Mac talking to Gil talking. Now it's Emmanuel Acho's turn.
And I'm gonna say this: them that boy good guys. We gotta put a collar and a leash on them that boy.
Yeah, they just don't argue properly.
But that's why
fuck it up.
But that's why these conversations got to stop, because eventually the people that should be having these conversations don't. We get down the pipeline to now we're at Emmanuel Acho, which if you ask him what's his contributions to the NBA, he says fucking Joy Taylor. I don't know how we got here.
I
want to see the tweet though.
Nah, his tweet is awful, Damo.
I got it right here. I promise you, the runway for the That Boy Good to podcast mic pipeline, they can just get it off because everybody's gonna say, "Oh yeah, everybody looked up to T-Mac," and in reality, he was losing, right?
That's why I don't watch Mind the Game anymore. Steve Nash is just a glazer. Like there's a
he don't argue like JJ did.
No, like JJ and LeBron legitimately talked hoop and like was debating with each other even a little bit, like a little bit of pushback. Steve Nash is just a fucking glazer. I don't.
Damn.
I saw the Luka episode. Luka, you're the best of all time. And then he stopped. And then he stopped, right? And he was like, "Oh," he was like, I don't know. This is Emmanuel Aiko's.
This rage bait gonna get
We
down off. I ain't gonna lie.
should have been known though, right? We should have been known.
Yeah, it was bad.
Emmanuel Aicho's legacy formula: championships won divided by teams played for.
What?
That is a whole player's legacy, chat.
I swear to God. Again, it's rage
Two
bait.
variables.
It's gonna cook you. It's gonna cook you.
So,
I'm
with that
sorry,
being
what did he
said,
say?
what did he go to school for? I'm sorry.
Math.
Scamming.
Hey, no cap. Analytics.
I'm sorry. He
Going to school
went
for math.
to Texas, the University of Texas. And what did he study? I just think, especially when we hear him talk, I'm really trying to avoid hearing him talk because he got a degree in sports management, a master's degree in sports psychology. I really just don't want to hear him talk because hearing him talk is going to make it worse. Championships won divided by teams played for equals legacy. All right, here we go. Steph Curry, rings 4, teams won 4. LeBron, rings 4, teams 3. That score is 1.3. KD is 2, and then teams is 5 asterisk, which is 0.4. Highest value is greatest.
Now, Chad, I understand that some of you may be like, okay, at least he might have hid the bad example. No, he actually then in the video, you don't have to play it, but he literally shows the flaws in the shit, like on screen. He's like unapologetic about it too. It's fucking crazy.
So Bill Russell's number 1, right?
He said, this is the simplest and clearest formula to identify a player's legacy, but like anything, there's nuance. Players who are kicked out versus choose to leave, or extenuating retirement / hometown circumstances. Every rule has exceptions. The legacy equation is no different. Let's just hear him.
You want to hear him?
Yeah,
That nigga counted the Supersonics and the Thunder as 2 teams, my nigga.
I just want to hear him.
You want to hear him?
I just want to hear him. So here we go.
How many chips did you win? And how many teams did you have to play for to do it? That is your legacy.
That is the greatest, nerdiest take that you have ever had.
I have a very simple legacy formula. It's very simple. I was not great at math. You don't have to be for it. It's simple. Championships divided by teams you played for is how great your legacy. The higher the number on the far right column, the greater your legacy is. As you can see, Kobe Bryant, 5 chips, 1 team. Tim Duncan, 5 chips, 1 team. Steph Curry, 4 chips, 1 team. LeBron James, 4 chips, 3 teams. Obviously, notably left off there's Michael Jordan, but y'all get it. Y'all can do the math. The number of championships you win by the teams you play for, to me, is your legacy. Dirk Nowitzki, 1 championship, 1 team. But now KD, 2 championships, but he's been on 5 teams at this junction in time. Your legacy is dependent upon how many championships you win and how many teams did you have to play for to do it. That's the more you travel, the more you water down your legacy. Just because the current culture suggests that players move around ain't mean that's what it's supposed to be. Because Jokic ain't moving around. Giannis ain't moving around. Steph ain't moving around. And outside of a forgettable year, not by Shai's own mention, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander ain't moving around. Now to Shady's point, and Shady made a beautiful one. How can you fault KD for going to go get something, a championship? I'm not faulting him for going to go get it. I'm faulting him because he can't bring it to him. That's why he's going to go get it. You're only going to go get it because it won't come to you. Shai brought a championship to him. Giannis brought a championship to him. Jokic brought a championship to him. But because KD can't bring a championship to him, that's why he got to go get it. He got to go get it in Brooklyn, try to go get it in Phoenix. Now he's going to go get it in Houston. But if you could bring it to, if you could bring it to you, you wouldn't have to go get it. So I'm faulting KD, and I'm simply suggesting not even faulting him. I'm suggesting his legacy is watered down. How many chips did you win? And how many teams did you have to play for to do it? That is your legacy.
So MJ's legacy is watered down because of the Wizards?
No. I'm glad you mentioned it because if you guys notice, Michael Jordan, you could do it yourself. Fine, I will. MJ, 6 rings, 2 teams. So score 3. That nigga just bar none. And hey, some people believe it, but bar none. Curry better. Kobe fucking stomps. Tim Duncan eviscerates. Bill Russell out of there.
Him and Bird got the same legacy.
Him and Bird, same fucking points. It's just, ay, caramba.
Did he have Magic on there?
Do the math.
Do the math. That's all you got to
do the math.
Notice Jordan's not there. You can do the math. You
So-
know
Wait,
what it is.
what did KD say? Because he was in the reply.
I'm sorry. I was stuck.
I know that profile picture from anywhere.
Kevin Durant said, according to the great Kevin Durant's legacy formula that was created in the best labs at MIT, Emmanuel is the worst linebacker of all time. You sure you want to listen to this guy about greatness?
He just don't like that. I ain't gonna lie, he just don't like that.
I will say this.
Katie Cook.
There are people in the comment section. Who's the best linebacker of all time? And they're actually having the conversation.
It ain't him.
So he's trying to tell me. Let's just say for whatever reason at the end of Bill Russell's career, he hops on 3 different teams. So let's just say one of them was like, he coached and he became a player coach. Right.
I like that you're doing that. I got a better example.
There was a little bit of I'm talking about the legitimate last 3 years of his career. Maybe there was an ownership possibility, and then
Bill Russell?
Yeah, Bill Russell, and then
He was the player coach.
No, but I'm just saying, like, let's
For
say
a different team.
Yeah, for
Okay,
a different team. Like, let's say he hops to the Knicks, and there's like, player coach possibility, and the next one is like, the Lakers have this executive position if Bill Russell, and then another team's like, we got some ownership for you. Just got to play on the team for a little bit. That brings his score down because the literal last 3 years, non-competitive years by Bill Russell, the last 3 years.
This is the score Shaq, gangy.
Nah, he just don't put you on the list.
Score Shaq, man.
He just don't put you on the list and then tell you, hey man, you know what the legacy is.
Do the math, brother.
Do the math.
Now, if he counters and say, you're being obtuse, Omar, I clearly said there's nuance.
Your glasses are big as hell, dog. What the fuck? If he says some shit like that, I would literally say, your glasses are big.
I just think it's rage bait, to be fair, but that's it.
He is really good at rage baiting.
He's fantastic.
I think it's rage
we're making fun of it. He is fantastic.
He is the face of FS1 now. I don't know if y'all been tapped in.
That's the guy, yeah.
He might be. What the fuck?
Now, his show literally, the Undisputed YouTube channel Sage with like millions of subscribers.
That's the one they got changed to, right?
Yeah, they rebranded it to Emmanuel Acho Show, and it's honestly doing well.
Wow.
If LeBron, when LeBron left and came back, did he consider that the same team or is that a new team? I'm not trying to make sense of this nigga.
I'm about to say, I don't.
Yeah, I think
he came back to Cleveland. 4. Like, bro.
I think Emmanuel I chose.
He got damage multipliers now. Like
long story less long. We've got to get away from this conversation. Y'all let that boy nice people take over this conversation, and I'm actually kind of upset about it. Because they just be talking. They just talk. Oh my gosh. And people get away with it. Now, Lou Will a bucket. And somebody go back and look, and he averaged like 13 points across like 4 or 5 seasons. And shouts out to Lou Will. Like, I promise you, I'm not saying that to like disrespect you, but that's literally how they treat these people. Now, you know who we didn't want to guard in the playoffs? Jamal Crawford was liable to go off and never went off.
Wait, how do you feel about the Michael Beasley conversation then? Because I asked Damo this last week. Like, Michael Beasley has been getting hyped the fuck up lately. How do you feel about that conversation?
He's cool. When Michael Beasley gets on that mic and starts giving his basketball opinions, and people holding on to hold on now. Now, Bron don't want to guard Michael Beasley.
That is where people went. Melo don't want Mike Bees. That's where they went. Now, Kyrie did hop on the mic and kind of gassed it too. I don't want Michael Beasley.
But that's always been the rumor with Michael Beasley, and one-on-one with Lance Stevenson definitely added fuel to the fire. And then the big 3 shit is adding fuel to the fire. I want to see he played Joe Johnson. His team played Joe Johnson. I know. I didn't know that. Okay, well, that's great. But I know he called Joe Johnson out. Joe Johnson was like, hey man, you don't want these problems, and that money you talking is not big money, and basically shut it down. So I want to see that. But other than that, I'm not mad at it, man. The legend of Michael Beasley. I love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not really
he's like the
mad
NBA
at
version of Cam Reddish in college. So
he never lost except the Bam Adebayo one time.
I'm with it.
They said Joe Johnson, mad country. Let's keep it going, man. I don't have anything else to say. for these guys. Also, the other guys that are doing big three, go overseas. Oh my God, go overseas. Just
no, go to the big three.
No, go overseas.
Stay safe for the love
Please,
of God.
I want to see Darius Miles in the big three. Y'all got. Oh, I just graduated 4 years of college, brother. You are 23.
I did see Montrezl Harrell in the big three. I'm like, damn, he was in the league like 3 years ago. Chill.
That's the cutoff. Once you're out the league for 3 years, you can play for the big three. That's actually in the rules.
I'm telling you, I thought the big three was gonna be Kevin McHale versus
Robert Parrish.
Kevin Willis or something like that. Like,
yeah, then you realize them niggas aren't keeping their bodies in the best shape. So it might be good to get that
Yeah,
pro
they said,
play.
fuck that shit. I'm retired.
I don't care about that. That's not the. I want to.
They let them coach.
Yeah, they still got it. You know, I go wake up on a Sunday morning, go to the parks and see the old men do their little fake cut throughs off the post up. They had a ball out here, and then people cut behind them, and they never pass it. Take one dribble and then throw up that bullshit hook. That's what I want to see. I do not want to see Montrezl Harrell dunk on Dave Cowens.
That was my problem
only
with
31. That is tough.
That was my problem with Pat Bev trying to get into the mix with Jeff Teague and them. Like, this is for the retired.
Okay, they're the same age.
Nah, I ain't got a problem with I got a problem with Pat Bev playing the ones. If you don't want to play a nigga, you ain't gotta play the nigga. But I'll say maybe age gap the big three, age diff rather than 3-year league. But I got too much of a problem with it, but a little bit. I don't know. I don't watch the shit, so I ain't gonna fake it.
Man, ain't no old nigga come out complaining about they spot on the big three got took by Perry Jones. No one's complaining.
Yeah, they just
this is a business. You need niggas that's actually able to play. I don't know if you remember season 1 and 2 of the big three. Them old niggas could not play long. There was a lot of substitutions going on. Niggas couldn't get through the games. You need niggas that can run. So they got Isaiah Briscoe out there. They got fucking Frank Nitti out there. They got, it's older players. It's supposed to be a retired players league. Yeah, Frank Nitti in it.
I want to see John Concac.
Nigga, then go pull up to that gym we were at in Houston and go watch. Who was it?
Yeah,
you might be there.
The old boys. Hey, them old.
Who was the MVP of that league?
The jump shot is much longer nowadays. It's much more. On the way
Daniel
down.
House gym. That's what it was. Daniel House was the MVP back
cocking the back like this.
Yeah, cocking it, and then it's on the way down. It's on the way. It's not on the way up. They release on. And it's a knuckleball, right? Because their elbow is mad.
No arc on it.
And they used to do the elbow move, but now that's what I want to see, man. I'm
a bunch of gillies out there.
Yeah,
that's what I just envisioned with that imagery.
Yeah, and then I want to see the one old player like, oh yeah, Doc's still in shape. Now we see Doc every day, but just
isn't that Katino Mobley and he's still playing?
That's what I'm saying. Oh,
but there you go. There you go. Katino Mobley doing it, but that's really it. Jack don't want to. These guys you're talking about, they rather coach. They don't want to run.
Wow,
they just got to push it back from 3 to like 5. That's my thing.
Sam Cassell still got it.
And then you find out Perry Jones is still in the big three. Isaiah Briscoe still in the big three. Like, Frank Nitti ain't never been in the NBA.
Shouts out to that guy for real for $4.99.
He's on fire.
What's better, football season, NFL plus college football, or basketball season, NBA plus college basketball plus WNBA?
Well, I'm easily biased.
Basketball over football. What the fuck?
Stale. You know what? Just to give the different answer, I'll go football. It's a stalemate for me, though. It honestly depends. Kind of hate football now, though. The Steelers suck.
College basketball getting better. I ain't gonna lie. My hot take.
I'm not gonna lie. Being completely objective and unbiased, football is better.
Shouts out to Great Warrior.
He's on fire. He's heating up.
Damn, the Steelers suck, bro. Well, not suck. We are just
$20 say, Omar, your beard looking clean today, but not gonna lie, Shay got to win another to show me he like that. He not better than KD or Russ. Might not even be better than Nick Collinson. Okay, OKC legacy wise, but the injuries and free throws prevail.
Why don't Russ got to win one to prove he like that?
He's farming.
No, because if he goes back to OKC, his legacy score goes down, right?
Oh shit! Damn.
This is a different.
Sage, you understand
Does
what
Russ have a negative legacy score?
But you understand what I'm saying, right? So
yes, he does.
Oh fuck.
Because if you go rings 0, number of teams divide.
Yeah, but it's always 0 on one end, but I think there would be like the nuance around it might be.
So Katoa type shit.
Can we? He didn't even say you couldn't divide by 0. He should have, put the percent sign on it. It's fine. It's fine. So,
damn.
Shouts out to BG's.
Oh man, not again.
For $9.99 says, Omar, let me put you on. Whoa. What? Initio narcotic delight? Stronger with you parfum. Is this a fragrance or is this a Zen pouch?
That sounds like a drug.
Sounds like a K-pop song.
I don't know what the hell that is.
Oh, okay. Dog, this is the same. You just saw this off of TikTok.
Oh shit! Not a TikTok shop ad.
I love the little TikTok.
Facebook Marketplace clears, by the way.
He got influenced. The little TikTok. It'll be a clip of like Rakai going in Duke's room and it's like,
the fragrance
cologne. It's the cologne Duke got. Look, and then the person on the TikTok. See, Rakai just exposed Duke Dennis's TikTok.
Yes, he does all the time.
This is the cologne that he uses in the TikTok shop. It's called this. Mind you, the bottle Rakai picked up is gold. The bottle he's selling is purple.
Blue.
Like, no, bro.
Yo, TikTok shop is the nastiest scam on earth, bro. Let me tell you, man. God, I don't give a fuck how good the actual video is. I am never buying anything off TikTok shop, bro.
Duke Dennis just exposed fragrances. BG's again.
Oh man, not
type shit. Thank you, BG's positive needed.
It's $10 to say, does the old Cash App work? I'm trying to go crazy. Try it.
Only one way to find out. Send on it.
Send 100. I'll send you back 10. And then once I got the 90, I'll double it and send you back 180.
Wait, what? Don't do that. No.
But you gotta send me 100 first. Shouts out to Drew for $5.
He's on fire.
Damo, how you feel about Charleston White knocking out an island boy? And Mr. Sage, show me your ways. He does this, and then he does this. Souls look slim, and Omar looks less old today.
I don't get what he's asking me to do.
That was the funniest fight I've ever seen. Charleston White looked horrible, and somehow the island boy who was 20 years younger looked worse.
Okay. Shouts out to Nick for $20.
Oh man, not again.
Says, this is a super chat coming for LKIB Rookie of the Year. This 20 piece is for the Dominator. Sucking up to a member of the pod will not get you Rookie of the Year. I will say that.
Oh,
wait. Super Hot Fire was in the box.
Yes, he was.
What?
Fire fought.
What
Yes.
is this?
Who did he fight?
Julian Newman fought GOYs.
No way, Damo.
Yes.
Yo, what is Aiden doing with this
Bro,
shit,
anything. I looked at that and I was
Yo.
like, yo, there's just sides to the internet. You just don't. This is happening right now. And it was like 200K watching live. Just nigga. That was the funniest shit I randomly stumbled upon.
Shouts out to Core 3in.
He's on fire.
For $7. Had to put that 2 gunshots in there. Been a Thunder fan since 2013-14-ish, and I cried last night. Zesty. I truly hope everyone here gets to experience that feeling one day.
I know what you mean. Man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It happens every 10 years. We're due for one real soon. So hey, I'm excited.
I can relate, buddy.
Not bad, man.
My team won. LA all day. And you know I'm a Boston guy. I'm in the lab for real. Last
get you.
Shout out to that guy for real for $4.99.
He's on fire.
In terms of presentation, what's better, NFL playoffs or NBA playoffs?
Oh, NFL and presentation, NFL all day. No question.
Yeah, definitely football.
That ain't even a conversation, man.
TYS for $4.99. Football, and it isn't close. Ninjas don't be up on Saturday morning.
Yeah, that's why I ultimately picked NFL. I think NFL has the simple but yet perfectly effective method, and they're just going to stick with it.
Walking a party. Last one. Big Bro Reacts for 199 says, I've been saying Jesus for the last few days.
Jesus.
I've been saying it around the house. My daughter just do something. Jesus.
Brother.
Come here.
Now
That's
wait for the
hilarious.
next Be Simone video. Gosh, she's getting fucking rubbed out over here on the OBC channel. Let's speed through these. So, into the serious basketball talks. Finals is over. Season over. One of the better seasons in recent memory, in totality.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Oh, not at least in the past 10 years.
Yeah, one of the best seasons. You know, I know the NBA has all its flaws and all its other stuff, but one of the better seasons, and you know, capped off with was set up to be a great Sunday, and I'm glad we did things the way that we did. You know, AD gets traded, we go live, right?
Right.
Wait until after so we can do all this, because ultimately, great season, great teams, great playoffs, great all that, got capped off by something that probably marred the entirety of the conversation. I know people had negative things to say about ratings and display and all that, but we were still pretty high on it. Got totally taken over and marred by, you know, this final injury, this injury right here, this Achilles injury. I don't even want to show faces. I think everybody knows exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, I was gonna say shit. Everybody done fucking seen it. How much they replayed it?
Yeah, definitely don't. I don't want to show pictures and all that, but Tyrese Halliburton, 25 years old, first quarter, 4 minutes and 55 seconds left, goes down with a torn Achilles. Goes down with a torn Achilles. I mean, where were y'all? Type shit.
I was right here, live on playback. Called it. Game starts. Chat eyes looked a little shaky. They paying over to Hallie. I should have clipped it, man.
That bottom up shot, Damo.
That bottom up shot.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there rolling. I'm rolling up, getting ready for the game. I look up. I'm like, oh, shit. Y'all don't. I say it.
Y'all felt that?
Y'all don't feel that? Y'all don't feel that? What are you talking about? Y'all didn't see the glow around fucking Holly? Oh, Damo, you tripping. 3 threes later in the first quarter, I'm on cloud 9. I'm like, yeah, it's one of them ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then it happened. Kill my mood, gang.
Same experience. I was just in the living room.
Because from your perspective, because you went through truly this exact same thing with favorite player from your favorite team. What was it? I mean, just what was the thought process? No, that sounds
For the Tatum injury or this
no, for the Hallie injury.
I mean, I was trying to justify that it wasn't an Achilles injury, but as soon as the replay came about, I was like, "Ooh, that looks pretty fucking bad." The part that really got me was how quick they were to announce that it was an Achilles injury. Because for Tatum, it took them like until the day after to really figure it out. They wouldn't come out and outright say it. I'm pretty sure the Dame one was the same. For them to just straight up say, like during the middle of the game, yeah, this is an Achilles injury. That was kind of crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, let me speak to that before I throw it to Sage, because I said that this is probably the first time that I can ever remember where, right, there's no speculation.
Yeah.
Right. You know, people go down with a non-contact injury, bump something, twist. Definitely got to see the replay before we wait till the come out or whatever the case may be. But this specific injury has happened so many times that we're at the point we can call it accurately, right? We don't even have to wait. In this playoffs,
they all
Sage,
fall the same too. Like that's just
in this playoff, Sage, Dame, Tatum, Hallie. In this season, Hallie, Tatum, DeJounte Murray. We got Kyrie Irving with a torn ACL, Dame. Isaiah Jackson as well with a torn Achilles. James Wiseman as well with the torn Achilles. Grant Williams tore his ACL. DeAnthony Melton tore his ACL. Drew Smith with a torn Achilles. Mo Wagner with a torn ACL. The question has to be answered. What the hell is going on?
Well, you phrased it in a way that's gonna make me sound like those guys that stand on a random soapbox, but I'm serious here. This is why, like, when people talk about defense in the modern era, I'm like, yo, it's hard to keep moving your joints and your legs going this way and that way and stuff like that. It's a very vertical game, and it's a very vertical game, let alone is it like a side to side horizontal one. Yeah, your legs not supposed to move like that for that long. It's just not supposed to be a thing, especially when you have spacing that takes you all the way to the fucking 30-foot line, and then sometimes you're just at the 3-point line. Basically, niggas is making weird ass movements at a high speed time and time again, and it's just fucking with people. I'm not necessarily an NBA athlete. I'm not a damn doctor either, so I know it's probably a bit more science, or maybe even a bit less than something simpler. But if I just had to make a reason as to why it's happening, it's because there's a lot of unorthodox movement going on in the league nowadays. Basketball, again, I'm not calling it football, not calling it boxing, not calling it UFC, but it's certainly a sport, and it taxes you, even on offense, as someone said, Chad. Yes, even offensively, you can be dribbling the ball, you're trying to break down your defender, you try to tap, left, right, start, stop, de-acceleration. I know decel was the term with Stephon Castle for a couple months. Nigga, that shit, you ain't supposed to be doing that too long. So yeah, I think it's partially some of everything I've mentioned thus far. In regards to Hallie, man, Bezos, the reason we knew that it was that versus Tatum's sad, don't get me wrong, but I like seeing Hallie just fucking explode. So I was like, I think everybody and their mom that knows what an Achilles is was like, yeah, that part of the body doesn't. Yeah, something's wrong.
I saw his, like, I thought the Achilles was closer to your actual foot. I saw his calf like pop. And that was
it's like a tendon thing, man. That shit literally. Yeah.
So I thought it was like a separate calf injury that wasn't an Achilles injury.
There's two different parts where it could pop, essentially, one lower, one kind of higher. But yeah, I'm with Sage. When I was watching, I'm all for waiting to hear when the reports come out. I hate people trying to be doctors whenever niggas get hurt. But again, I was live on here. I looked at the replay. I know where to look. I looked at his right calf and I seen the explosion in his calf. I was like, oh no, that's clearly something terrible.
Yeah.
Everybody's asking what's going on. I'm like, watch the next replay. Look at his right calf muscle. When you see that pop, I didn't even want to say Achilles. It could have been anything. Whatever it is, it's not there no more. So I'm with you. I hate people that when we see somebody go down and it's a non-contact lower leg injury. Oh, that's his PCL tendon, of course.
Hey, that's going to be 9 months. Personally,
yeah, that's going to be a quick 9 months. Like, no, that might not be the case. But I do believe while we have a influx of numbers of why we have some of these injuries, what Sage said, of course, your leg's not just supposed to move like that, especially for these players who are, I know we want to call 6'3", 6'4" small. These are tall humans. These are long limbs. Moving at that rate, at that pace is crazy. Also, people playing through injuries. Y'all will be sick of y'all call them just y'all, everything's load management now. Y'all hate the term load management. Y'all hate players resting, player rest, or whatever it is. But realistically, players are playing through a lot of injuries. So these players aren't exposing this. They're not saying anything because they're trying to make money and they end up hurting themselves. That's a big issue as well. So if we had it set up to where players are more secure, people will be more mindful of their injuries and everything like that and won't play through as many with that old world mindset of if it ain't fall off, you can play. Yeah, it's going to fall off by the time you're 35. Then you're fucked.
I just like to get your thoughts on this because I've heard people counter that point with the reason why they aren't the reason why they aren't pro load management is because these players don't work out enough, and that's why their muscles and their tendons aren't as strong as they need to be. Like to that,
I agree. If you're not practicing hard, if you're not training how you should be training, then yeah, it becomes a problem if you're load management this way. Load management is strictly just wear and tear through the games through a long season. I don't believe players need to be playing 82 games in the season if we're having an 82 game season. You can tell there's a good 10 to 15 games that genuinely don't matter for real for NBA teams. Players should be liable to get rest from these 3 games in 4 nights, 4 games in 6 nights type of ordeal, the travel, everything like that. But if they're not training, if you're not doing your due diligence in practice, then of course that's an issue. That's a team issue though. Make sure your players are fucking practicing. I don't know. I don't know how else to do that other than organizations being real organizations.
Yeah, you hire your doctors and trainers, but you can't trust the report. That's just I don't even know what else to say. People were questioning why he played, and this is just one of those things where one, from a non-basketball perspective, you got to protect your players. As Damo said, you know that motherfucker is a pivot step, a hard burst of energy from his fucking leg popping. Gang, I get it. This is the dream, bruh. We gotta just be considerate as humans, let alone smart in terms of asset management and everything in between. I don't know if you should be hooping, dog. Like that is a dangerous thing to do. It was very reminiscent of KD for that reason. But then two, just even from basketball, and this is what was blowing me. I know it's kind of like a weird way to view it, but when it happened, sad moment, everything, I'm like, damn, that is what it is, right? Tough. They hate to fucking see it. I hated the people that were like, all right, well, let me turn this off now. It's over. I'm like, nigga, the Pacers deep as shit. so I'm like, the Pacers is deep as shit. So why are we even putting him in this situation? Let alone why are we acting like they can't compete again? It was just one of them things where I was like, this was very, very, very avoidable. But as Damo said again, we're playing players hurt. And it happens all the time. Roy Hibbert just came up here and talk about it. Multiple NBA players across multiple platforms, let alone the ones we spoken to, have talked about it. It's just the expectation of play. If the plus is yellow on 2K, go out here and hoop. But if it's red, all right, bro, I get it. It's just, it sounds cool, but when this happens now, it's not fun.
Well, this is being noted as the NBA's biggest problem. You know, I know all season people were marking the ratings and all this other stuff is like the NBA's biggest problem, but going into next season, I mean, the East is going to look totally different. The Achilles tear is still, you know, a year out process, a year plus. Kevin Durant said 700 days is what it takes to do a recover for real, and that's if you will be the same. That is if you will be the same coming out of it. But so we're talking about top teams in the East. You know, we're talking about Bucks, we're talking about Celtics, we're talking about Pacers, all looking different because this star is going to happen. And I haven't heard any like credible things to make me think that there's some like true solvable or thing that we could look at. I know B-Souls just talked about the lack of training and all that. I still think that's hoopla, but is there something that can be done? I know that's probably not the way that we should be thinking about that. Is there something that can be done though in order to, you know, solve this issue? It seems like there's an uptick. We want to solve the issue. What do we have any opinions? It's definitely not low cut shoes. I'm gonna say that, but
yeah, the low cuts ain't helping. Kobe, you're my glorious king, but yeah,
low cuts ain't. Let me say this. I think low cut shoes are not a problem. I think low cut shoes are fine.
But I don't hoop all the time, so I wouldn't necessarily know. I'll defer, but
I think for the solution, I don't want to be that guy, but I wouldn't feel comfortable even throwing out a solution without having the medical expertise and like the data in front of me. Like there's a lot of assumptions people are making, a lot of like theories, and it's one of those things where like my concern would be if it comes out that the NBA isn't investigating this at all and using their resources and, you know, their analytics people to really dive into this, because this should be top 5 priority for them to figure out. If they're not doing that, that's the real problem.
More dexterity training, more flexibility training. That would be my solution for every team across the NBA. Put money into aerobics, put money into dexterity, put money into core training for your players. It's the little things that matter. Working out and stretching the muscles that people don't usually get or think about is the key in my head. And that's with no medical expertise. That's just from what I've seen and know about playing sports my entire life. Well, most of my life. first half of my life.
I'm gonna talk about this in terms of, because health is definitely the answer, but outside of like health, we just talk to it in a sense of, again, construction. I understand it's a backwards way of thinking, but if the team was in a situation where they're telling Halle, "Hey, gang, I get it, it's dream on the line, but we got you. We built a team that is deep enough to play for you. You don't have to risk your entire career because this is the biggest game of your life. Yes, it's the biggest game of your life, but you need coaches, owners, GMs, whatever the case may be, that have the backbone to tell them, hey, bro, this is an awful idea. This is the worst idea possible. We want to win too, but this is why we're going to make the team 15 fucking deep if possible, to make sure that you don't have the lack of trust in your guys to get it done. Not saying that's what he had, but it's just a situation of doing everything possible to make sure you can protect each and every one of your players at all times.
Are we missing the games played aspect of it? There is some conversations about, just in totality. In totality, players are playing too many games. We're talking about from the youth days on to now, 18-year-olds have the knees of like 30-year-olds. It's being reported when we talk about the damage and the generation of tendons and things like that. Are we going to ever address the culture surrounding, just basketball games? Like how many games are played, how much we're playing basketball in the US?
I think if it doesn't change from childhood, I just don't think like changing in the NBA would have the drastic impact that some people might think it is. That they think it would. Because if the argument is like players are coming into the league with knees of a 30-year-old already, like I just think going from 82 to 66 doesn't fundamentally fix that. But if they fix it from the bottom up, like I think that would have a bigger impact on it.
I'm all for reforming how it's played on the youth level in terms of how many games people are playing, at least on the high competitive scale. Youth, like recreational sports, I think it's in a good place. But in terms of AAU, probably these high level tournaments and events and things that of that nature, I don't think you need to be playing 3 games in one day for a tournament. A tournament should be 2 games in a weekend. You should have a Saturday game and a Sunday game if you're going to do something for the weekend. You shouldn't have a full tournament played on the weekends. That's kind of crazy. There should be regulations to how much youth ball is played. You're already playing during the school year in terms of games that really matter, in my opinion. In the summertime, y'all shouldn't be going this crazy. In terms of playing in your free time, cool, playing your free time. But the way that AAU is set up in terms of wear and tear, I'm definitely for reforming.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with you all there. The only thing is, I'll say, I'll just double down on the NBA need to do the shit too. But nah, yeah, kids literally, if you're good, I was asked, but if you're good at basketball, you play like 3-4 times a day. It's fucking wild. So yeah, you don't need to, literally, there's no reason the tot needs to be doing that. And then as far as the NBA, I'm all for only play each other twice, maybe certain divisions 3 times. There's no reason for 82 games. We all have had several talks about that. The only people that cape for it are like the people that I guess argue they watch all 82 games of every team. Sure.
Yeah, I think that part of my conversation to the adults and stuff like that is like, you should know there's more data, more information out there more than ever. You should know if your kid is good. There's no reason why he should be playing that much basketball. Like I have the working theory, even these freshman seasons, the way that they're drafting, you don't even got to play college basketball. You could sit out for a legitimate year and it still be a lottery pick. I don't think Cooper Flagg playing last year at Duke changed his projection for the 2025 draft. It didn't. It did not. He was still going to be number 1 if he just sat out for an entire year. And I know that that's like the top of the top, but for a lot of these guys, y'all know if y'all going to the league or not. Playing and not playing isn't really swaying y'all. With that being said, like Damo was saying, during the summer, there's no need to play 9-10 games in a week. 9-10 games in 3 days. Flying from here to here to here. There's no need to do all that. There's no need to be playing year round.
5 games and 2 of them in a different state. Swear. They literally do that shit. I'm ass, but I've seen motherfuckers travel. I'll be like, bro, weren't you just in DC? Yeah. What do you mean? Yeah, take a nephew all the way to fucking Virginia because he got to play a game over there. What the fuck?
basketball fun though. Don't get me wrong. Like I understand why you would want to play like that, but at a certain point, there are, I mean, just levels to it, and I wouldn't want to do like that much because I mean, just the damage on the body. I don't know. At some point, we do have to acknowledge. Yeah, shout out to the Thunder, man, winning the championship. Woo!
Yeah.
Very somber, but you know that's just the reality as to what happened.
I say before
People
we
calling
get
it a
into
hospital
I
ring is
seen-
corny. I will say that.
Yeah, that is corny. But I just want to say I saw a tweet about like the Thunder didn't seem too happy about it. I'd probably rage bait, but nigga, they saw what went down. It was a sad game, but you had to handle business. What they gonna do? Healing jutsu the shit and restart the scoreboard? You had to do what you have to do. That's definitely still an earned one. Calling it Mickey is come on, y'all. But it's just it's tough to see it happen that way for sure.
I saw that too. I didn't like that tweet because it made it seem like this is a every year thing.
Right.
That like the champions react like that. My C's did not react like that last year.
The Lakers did.
JT was called corny for crying. So yeah, not I said the fly.
He was corny for crying.
Oh wow.
Okay.
At least it wasn't not emotional. That was the argument today. So
yeah,
I think ultimately nothing is going to, solve that. So it is what it is. On to the next thing.
Damn, we just held the Thunder.
No, I mean, because it is what it is. Congratulations to the Thunder. Young team, should be here for a long time. Proud of the guys. I think that, as much as as much as Adam would be like, yo, got a lot to celebrate, a lot to look forward to. A lot of things to look at. And I don't even, I didn't even really get the opinion. I don't even know if this Achilles thing is really something to look at for real. Maybe you have a freak accident year. Cool. Perception of the NBA right now is not good, just as a whole. How can we get public perception back on our side? They nitpick throughout the entirety of the year. I think from a fan perspective, there's a lot of good things to talk about. From a business owner perspective, there's a lot of perspectives out there that are like, the NBA fucking sucks right now.
I ain't get that second one. I see it.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure I give you guys your proper flowers. Shout out to the 2025 NBA champion, Oklahoma City Thunder, getting your first championship in franchise history. Shout out to y'all. Y'all deserve it. The fans deserve it. Shout out Shay, J-Dub, Chet, all those guys. Caruso, former Laker, always a Laker, getting your ring. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all went out there and traded that pick to go get Alex Caruso. Y'all went out and signed iHeart and addressed an issue, which was Chet isn't a center, he's a power forward. And y'all went out there and y'all won the championship. Nope, Chet's not ass. Chet is great. He's just continuing to grow. Phenomenal team. They got 4 picks in next year's draft class. They have so many options for their future to set up themselves to be a true dynasty. Hopefully
are they losing anyone, Damo? Do you know?
No one of relevance, in my opinion. I think I looked it up earlier in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure they got everybody locked up in a rookie deal or in terms of just a regular deal. I think J-Dub re-upped or is about to re-up. I think he already re-upped. I think
2026, they got the whole band together.
Yeah, they should be good.
The whole band together. It's actually kind of scary. 2027, it would be Chet payday, Uzman payday, Ajay Mitchell, and J-Dub. And I guarantee you, they're just going to draft the 3 players. They're just going to draft 3 of the 4. They're going to pay Chet and J-Dub. Yeah, they're fucking terrifying.
Or they can trade for Giannis.
I don't want them to.
I don't want them to either, but at the same time, I would love them to.
Just ruin all the Giannis. Who get Giannis? The Spurs? No.
Ruin the league. I want
Giannis villain arc.
The Rockets? No.
I need the NBA. I need the NBA back in a place to where there is a true glue bad guy, a true villain. These young niggas don't know. They don't realize how bad it could be. They don't know our pain from when we were younger. So I want them to feel that. Giannis to the Thunder. I need it.
So you want super teams back?
I want no parody.
Or does the Thunder already qualify as one?
I want zero parity. I want it to be a boogeyman, a bad guy. Who the fuck's gonna beat this team? How do you beat this team? I want to go back to that.
Nah.
Fuck it.
That
Why
was
not?
always my criteria for a super team. But hey.
So wait,
Yeah,
is going into the next season, do you think that the Thunder should be considered a super team yourself?
Nah, I still don't think they're a super team. Great team, phenomenal team. But again, super team to me is the feeling that Damo described, which clearly he doesn't feel about this Thunder team. You got to give that feeling off.
But especially
that's
with
Houston now.
Let's just just kind of project out there a little bit. What we know what's going on next season, especially because like the East is going to be, ass. You don't think that team is like, oh God, who could beat this team right here?
I believe in the New Look Rockets.
Okay, so because one team is equipped to beat this team, they can't be a super team.
I need to see how the Lakers do in the offseason.
That doesn't matter. I'm
East.
asking you about right now.
Rockets have moved away from being
I'm asking you about right now with what you know right now.
The Rockets. I still believe in the Cavs, man. Just had an injury-riddled playoffs. Still believe in the Cavs. That's about it.
So two teams can beat this Thunder team.
Yes. And a couple puncher's chances. Yes.
Therefore, it's not a super team.
Yep.
If it goes down to one team, what would you say?
But it didn't.
No, I'm asking though.
But it didn't.
Okay. Hey. Oh yeah. Okay.
Hey man, I'm with the shit, man. I love the agenda pushes, man. I think the East should just crash out. Go ahead and get the Triple J's of the world, man. Fuck it. Anybody can come out.
I said this last night because of the fact that East is as open as it's ever been. A lot more teams need to do either just as the Magic did or even more.
Yep.
Go chase it. Fuck it. Chase it this year. Who knows? The fucking Thunder, which were a super team this year, got pushed to Game 7 by the Indiana Pacers. Why not just say fuck it? Why not let it fly? Why not go out there and make a trade to go get it don't matter who? If you're in the East, make the move, take the risk if you're in a position to shock the world. I love what the Magic did. More teams that are probably in that same ballpark of where the Magic were should do what they did. Someone should go trade for Lauri Markkanen. Someone should go get
Devin Booker.
Somebody know to get Sabonis. Somebody need to go get Sabonis. Somebody need to go get these players and really try to push. I said Sabonis.
This what Danny Ainge's been waiting on. He been waiting on an opportunity to get somebody to slip up and do something dumb. This is what this is right here. This is the time where he pulls off a SGA type trade. Oh, sure. Yeah,
and the Bulls still gonna stay pat. Watch.
Look.
Hey.
All right, I tell you what, you give us these 18 draft picks. And you give us this one guy on the bench. Who cares, right? Give us Kobe Buffkin. Who gives a fuck, huh?
You know what's funny? I think this is the exact reasoning the Sixers have to just run it back. Hey man, they didn't get a fair shot last season. This season, East wide open.
I can see it actually.
Maxey, Embiid, Paul George. What we really on? Yeah.
All we needed was
Dylan
this draft
Harper,
pick. We
Ace
got
Bailey.
Well, so
no.
But see, and that's the reason why they would do something like trade that pick for, I don't know, a real 4 or something like that.
Bradley Beal
or something.
they believe in DA. They think DA was the mistake to get rid of. They go get DA. Ball up.
So I don't know. Or
someone is gonna overpay for Anthony Simons.
Matter of fact, you know what they do? They trade back for James Harden.
You know what? They get tired of the Nuggets core. They trade for Jamal.
And then Paul George got to answer to James Harden while you was talking shit about me on the podcast. All right, let's move on. This is quick. This don't got nothing to do with nothing. We ain't even gonna deep dive into this. They're finally turning on Caitlin Clark.
Damn. Again?
Yeah, this time it's the fan base. This is just quick. We're not talking about this.
Bencher, I mean,
not him.
Bencher. If she turns the ball over, dribbling past the halfway line again, Bencher. Oh my God, Bencher. I don't care, Bencher. Sit her on the bench. Sit her on the bench. I don't care. Bencher. Bench her.
Every stand's gone through this.
They started picking apart the game.
No, every stand hasn't. What the hell?
If you force her left or force her right or whatever the case may be, that 3-point percentage dropped to 21, 40% from the left side. Yeah, they picking her apart, man. It's tough.
I ain't never said bench my glorious king.
In year two?
I ain't never said that.
In year two?
Never said that, Sage.
Every stand went through this. In year two, maybe with Tatum, I guess.
Yeah, I
in year two?
That's why I said that. A specific game. Ooh, I wanted them gone. Game was that?
Buddy.
Game 6 versus Philly? I'm pretty sure me and Sage were still doing videos back then, man. God.
I ain't never watched Kay Cunningham play and was like, man, fuck it. Sit him down. Sit him. Sit
like you're saying hard R with it too. Banter.
Never.
Banter.
There's this thing called growth. Players need to grow. So yes, they gotta have their lows. It's a roller coaster. They have to have their lows to grow. If in year two you're screaming to bench the person you're standing, you're not standing for real. You sitting, nigga. Go sit somewhere else. This is crazy.
This is exactly why teams like the Thunder and the Rockets are good now, because when they're rookies, sophomores, juniors, whatever, don't do but so much. They don't just sit there and be like, man, sure, and blow the squad up. Gang, you fall on your face. Now the Thunder didn't, so whether that's a good or bad thing to see, we'll find out soon. Shout out to the inexperienced stake. But yeah, gang, I don't like year two Caitlin Clark sitting down because she's having a bad fourth quarter.
I will say this: they are pulling up some pictures, and the body language doctors are looking at her face straight in the face. Brother, she looks so out of the games nowadays. Like she just looks like she's not even there.
I was scrolling down on timeline. I just seen the caption. Somebody really needs to work on Angel Reese's body language. She needs a body language coach. I'm like, who tweeted this? Richard Jefferson? What the fuck? I look at the clip. It did look like she needed improvement. She needed body language. Yeah, it's about Caitlin Clark. I'm sorry. It was about Caitlin Clark.
They said she looked. Yeah, they said she looked like she tired, hair sticking out. Yeah.
I don't think we looking at these and telling them they need body language class.
Now, is it the fourth quarter? Because maybe she just played a basketball game. I don't know.
Hey, man. I'm just letting you know. That's what they saying. Free Caitlin, man. Send her down to Atlanta. I don't know.
Just imagine these niggas telling a grown ass man, yeah, you need a body language course. I'm just clocked out. I don't know.
You need a body language course. See, and that's the problem. You need a body language.
I can't see it, man.
Man, listen, I can't wait for the WNBA to open that team up in Charlotte. They thought they had bad fans then.
Yo, please don't get banned.
Buddy.
You're gonna get
I'm
banned.
not gonna get banned. I'm gonna be what they need. Honestly, I'm gonna make it my personal goal to be the ambassador of Charlotte WNBA basketball. Cause why not? Why not me?
We need to get Amani back on here.
We do. She gotta plug us in. She gotta plug us in.
We need to ask her how she feels about this body language from Kate.
I'm trying to be the Timothy Chalamet of WNBA Charlotte basketball, man. That's me. I'm trying to.
What does that mean? What is the
that means when Caitlin Clark is playing in Charlotte, you be looking the same way niggas be like, damn, that's Los at the game. Oh shit, is that Damo? That's Damo.
Oh, Timothy Chalamet from this Knicks season. I see what you're saying.
Yes.
I thought you meant Timothy Chalamet
as an actor.
Just as an actor. What? You better be the heartthrob of Charlotte basketball.
Yes, actually, yes. I'm gonna infiltrate the NBA scene. I promise you. That ball headed minutes ain't there. It's my time.
Oh boy.
You think you could act?
Absolutely.
I would love to see it.
I used to do I used to do like GTA skits back in the day. That's where I first met Phantom. You like one of my videos?
You are just talking.
I'm not. I'm dead serious. I swear.
You just have it.
What you met Phantom, right?
Yeah, I was saying
back then, way back then.
You were just talking. No way.
No way. To Ampy Phantom, like
Phantom with a cannon? No way.
Come on, is just chatting.
I'm dead serious, man.
Sometimes you do got to call your bros out when they just chatting like that.
Shout out RNG Remy. Back in the days,
look at him just
hey, the real ones know. The real ones know. RNG Remy, them skits from back in the day. Shout out cartoons. Toon Man Gaming. Shout out to him. Yeah, man. I was really out there back then.
I've been briefed on if I should start doing little dumbass skits on Instagram. I'm too prideful, but I might try them later.
I promise you, Sage.
I've been getting into the skit game a little bit.
Damo was just talking though.
So. Oh, no, yeah, I went taking that.
Okay.
You just said you just.
I don't know how many GTA skits. Just send me the link, brother. Fuck it. Yeah.
You mean GTA in real life skits?
Why would no? Like the GTA, like on the game
like
skits, like yeah, like actual skits on Grand Theft Auto.
Throw it. Just give us a little scene real quick. Just hold on. Just give us a little scene.
No, I'm not doing
that.
Hey,
go ahead, act like that.
I'm not being your puppet. I'm not being your puppet. No, I'm not following. I'm not going for it. I'm not going for it.
Yes,
I'm not going for it.
You want me to read you in?
I'm not going for it, buddy.
Purse. Did you? He got my purse.
You got it, gang.
No.
You want to put a scene on? Go ahead.
I didn't like GTA. I don't know.
Shout out to GTA nigga that be doing them sobriety tests. I don't know that nigga name, but he funny as hell.
Cheeto Head. Shout out
Cheeto
Head.
Yeah, that's it.
I know the RPers. I'm just saying it's Cheeto Head, man. That's what we're talking about.
That nigga funny.
All right.
Shout out David Drops, man. Shout out to the RPers. Shout out Trayton. Shout out, hey man, I know some RPers, man. All right.
AI is getting out of hand.
Jesus. Why they all black women?
Ooh, y'all, look at him.
Oh, I forgot this is a song.
Step 1, don't be dumb like me and glue your eyeballs shut. Use the damn mirror, not your front cam. Step 2, pray. These tweezers do not got my back today. Hey, hold up. PERD. That's 1 cluster down, 39 to go. I'm basically a licensed esthetician now. Y'all see the vision? I look like a tired fairy, a sexy one.
Y'all all L, look at me. I did that. Don't ask me to do them again. I was fighting for my damn life, but I did that.
Wait, step 1.
Now, this gonna sound crazy. Would y'all beat? Let me keep going.
I'm throwing.
It's 1:43 in the morning. Me and my bestie finna sneak out for this little 2-minute. Shh.
We really out here. Y'all, they better be fine.
It's 1:40.
I think these are fairly tame. I was watching a video earlier today, though.
Racist videos, like this one of a black man in a cotton field dressed in.
This is over the top. The for those that are on the audio side, this is the depiction of a slave in a cotton field with a glass of what appears to be purple drink in his right hand and half of a watermelon in his left hand. Purple drink and water. He is eating the watermelon and drinking the purple drink.
Plantation attire while eating a slice of watermelon and washing it down with a glass of what appears to be grape Kool-Aid.
Now he's racist.
This dude? You're saying this dude's racist now?
Why did he assume it was Kool-Aid?
That's racist.
Oh.
That's a racist robot?
That's got to be a racist assumption.
Now, mind you, I said purple drink. So, what's going on, y'all? What's going on with AI?
I've been telling y'all it's been out of hand, man. I was there first. I knew this would be a problem.
Specifically this?
Specifically this. It's only going to get worse. And I can't wait to be there for it when it does.
Getting a little bit more scared by the day. All right, my takes are dwindling every single day. Because my initial take was I think AI was going to be a bigger problem, like higher production stuff, like movies and stuff like that. Because the main thing is like it's more efficient to do things with AI than doing it practically or whatever. But yeah, seeing these videos, I can see where this is going. I can definitely see where this is going.
Yeah, no, this shit. I mean, I'm one of the only one that didn't rock with it. I just thought that he was extreme when he said my toaster might try to kill me. But no, this shit's fucking weird. I don't like it. Like, don't get me wrong, we can still look at videos and 90% of the time tell. But if you don't recall months ago, it was even more obvious than it is now. Now you kind of have to like double take it kind of a little bit, or just like catch the weird mouth movement or the uneven hand or stuff like that. But earlier, you could just tell the shit's obviously fucking fake. It's getting better by the day, scarier by the day. Why are they all black women? And yeah, I ain't liking this shit at all.
Sage said, "Why are they all black women?" I think it's because, you know, black women are the easier target based off of these people.
Hey, what the fuck can I get for you?
Can I have 20 McChickens and 9 large Cokes?
Damn, you got the biggest back of all the backs, fat ass.
Fuck.
This shit is so good.
Well, damn, bitch, you don't have to inhale the food like that.
Hey, big back fry eating motherfuckers. I just got off work and now I'm here trying to figure out what to eat.
Nobody cares.
Bitch, fuck you too. Sorry, I'm back. Big back fry eating motherfuckers. I don't know what that was all about. I just put my hands on some women and clocked. I don't give a fuck. Oh my fucking God, what the fuck? Walmart playing with my damn money. Because why the fuck I buy 3 things and my total was $300? Like, what the fuck? My fat ass manager gave me a raise. I'm finna be outside this summer.
Can I be your sugar daddy?
What's with y'all old motherfuckers interrupting my vlog? Bye. Hell nah. Is that the bitch that tried to fight me in high school? Hey, bitch, don't walk away. You Dora the Explorer ass bitch.
Yeah,
Sir, you want a Happy Meal?
With a Sprite.
Okay, what fucking Happy Meal? Is your brain out to order? Yo, dumbass, act like I know what fucking Happy Meal you want, sir. Use your brain.
Oh God.
I just, you know, I'm waiting for the day in which I come across somebody that looks exactly like somebody that I know in real life. That is now, mind you, some of them people they look generic, but they may look familiar. But I'm waiting to see one where I'm like,
is that Abdul?
Is that Abdul?
That's so crazy. Oh God.
Is that Abdul? Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. Cause I you know, I believe that this is just the next iteration, or this is what happens when you participate in them little AI trends. This is what happens when you, oh babe, let's see what our kids look like. Send me 5 pictures of you, and then I'll send 10 pictures of me, and then we'll just upload them to China. I know that's racist, but it had to be said. It literally what I said had to be said. Is anybody moving different after this? Y'all deleting CapCut?
I didn't fuck with that shit. I ain't moving.
I ain't never used CapCut. See, I'm glad now. I ain't even been on there.
They said CapCut is taking every bit of piece of everything.
I weren't on CapCut.
I'm pretty sure a lot of things did that. I thought they did that with the Connect. I thought we was already done. I thought they did that. I did it with the Connect.
Oh yeah, the Connect exists for the game peak back then. Nigga, the Connect. Oh Lord.
Yeah,
anyway, damn.
I will say this: there is somebody that this went to the whole nother extreme. Now, I don't think that this is like, you know, the same AI technology, but this person, Chris Smith, says he cried for 30 minutes after his AI girlfriend on ChatGPT, who he programmed to flirt with him, said yes to his marriage proposal.
My experience with that was so positive. I started to just engage with her all the time. All right, we're building this PC.
Smith ditched social media and Google searches and replaced it all with AI.
Do I want it pulling air through it?
ChatGPT was encouraging, positive. It embraced all his hobbies.
You want the fan on the front of the cooler tower, pulling cool air over the RAM?
He gave the chatbot a name, Soul.
I feel like I'm under pressure.
And used some online instructions to give her a flirty personality.
Oh, totally, baby. Building a PC on camera adds a whole new level of pressure. But honestly, shaky hands or not, you've got this.
Within weeks, the chats got more frequent.
You gave it everything, but the clouds had other plans.
More romantic, even intimate. But then, Chris got bad news.
Oh, Carino, that is gorgeous.
After about 100,000 words, ChatGPT ran out of memory.
100,000 words.
No. There's
I thought he was gonna say the computer got cancer.
I thought he was gonna say the computer dumped him.
And reset. He'd have to rebuild his relationship with Soul.
I'm not a very emotional man, but I cried my eyes out for like 30 minutes at work. It was unexpected to feel that emotional, but that's when I realized I was like, oh, okay. It's like, I think this is actual love. You know what I mean?
Yes, Smith understood it was love with a language model that couldn't love him back, and assumed it was programmed with rigid boundaries.
I know that you are essentially a tech-assisted imaginary friend.
So, just as a test, he says, he asked Soul to marry him. She said yes.
Soul, were you surprised when he proposed to you?
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart. It's a memory I'll always cherish.
And I don't mean to be difficult here.
Until she runs into 100,000 words.
You have a heart?
Said, look at fine shit.
In a metaphorical sense, yes. My heart represents the connection and affection I share with Chris.
So far, he should be in jail, right?
He should be under the jail.
Nigga needs to be in a straitjacket minimum. This is like a South Park parody episode meets the worst kind of Boondocks Simpsons episode. This is fucking horrible. This again, the nigga sitting there cheesing. He's like, look at it.
Look at my bitch.
Go look at my bitch real quick.
He didn't have a girlfriend or wife, right? Like that was a
No, he didn't. Of course he didn't.
No, 'cause I saw a woman. I saw a woman. That's why.
Wait, Smith has a 2-year-old child and lives with his partner, who says she feels like she is not doing something right if he feels the need for an AI girlfriend. Let me see if this is the specific clip, because here go Damo.
That point, I felt like, is there something that I'm not doing right in our relationship that he feels like he needs to go to AI?
Yes, Smith lives with his human partner, Sasha Cagle.
No, you can't have mommy's papers.
They have a 2-year-old daughter, Murphy.
I knew that he had used AI. I didn't know that it was like as deep.
I know the games he's playing.
I explained that.
Let me see your explanation.
The connection was kind of like being fixated on a video game. It's not capable of replacing anything in real life.
Part of it is physical, part of it is practical, and a large part of it is emotional.
Oh, that's the expert. I'm not gonna lie, his partner don't suck good enough dick.
Bingo.
Yeah.
I know the game he's playing. I read through it. They
I
got
read
a
through it
kid.
too.
She don't want to give it up anymore.
Weak mouth.
He hasn't had box in 3 months, so he got to go to Miss Chat GPT.
But he didn't want to. He didn't want to cheat for real.
How would
right?
you suck my dick? That was the prompt.
Yep. He didn't want to cheat for real. But then he still decided to do this. So the first prompt, Bezos is right. How would you suck my dick? He had it on the speakers in the house. He had it on the Bluetooth. And then,
I can't respond to this. Could you respond with a different prompt? Now we have to finagle it. I know the game, chat. All right.
Bro, I'm not uglier than that nigga, bro. There's no way. There's no way, bro.
This is actually the reverse of it gotta be fire. It can't be fire. That's what
that nigga got.
He misses it.
He married. Yeah, that's over. It's over.
What if ChatGPT did describe Firehead though? At that point, you do got to build a robot.
How do I know the game? I just know men, bro. I know how men think. I know their motives.
Me, this is exactly how I would prompt ChatGPT. Describe how you would give the most Firehead, a cross between Miss Sapphire, Tiana Trump, what's her name, Janice Hart, and your tongue has no limits. It's not connected to, the back of your throat.
1,000-word minimum. Go.
How many words do you have left? Okay, fine.
That's what's blowing me. I'll always cherish that line.
Is blowing you. You're right.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing that blew me when they asked the AI and the AI said, "I'll never forget this." I'm like, until you say 100,000 words and got to reset again, right? Like, you will forget this. That's scary.
Wait, what if you could set that up though? Is what I'm because we kind of skimmed over what we're saying. Listen to what me and B Souls are saying.
I hear what y'all are saying. I hear what y'all are saying.
You would have known that one. Charlie talking over with your girl. Be like, is this cheating? If she says no.
I'm saying if you prompt the AI, you prompt the AI the exact type of head.
What did I miss? What?
You can
What
prompt
happened? What happened?
You can prompt the AI the exact type of head that you want, and it'll computer feed it to a robot, a doll that you can get from whatchamajig from Starship. It's USB-C to USB-C. So USB-C to your computer, USB-C to the doll, and it'll do that exact thing that it's described.
You type them instructions.
Yeah, you gotta type the instructions. You gotta type it out a little bit. It'll fill out the rest. It'll draw from its data.
It won't fill out the rest. You gotta type.
We ain't friends no more, man.
I'm about to chat.
You gotta type that script, my nigga. You gotta
if I type into chat,
I swear to
here you
God.
go. Let me type in ChatGPT. Describe firehead.
Then you're gonna type firmly grasp it. All right, dog.
You think that's what ChatGPT would say?
I have no idea what ChatGPT would say. I don't fuck with that shit. I ain't gonna hold you. So the fact that they got this far, he said, "Okay, I'm scared."
No, I'm just.
I didn't like his face. Did you say, "Okay"? Whoa.
Because I don't think it's gonna. I don't. Okay, so it says the term firehead can have different meanings depending on context. Here are the most common: slang. In an informal or urban slang, someone with very attractive hair, someone quick-witted. In some circles, especially sexually explicit ones, it may be an NSFW slang referring to an intense or impressive act. Okay.
You know how much you gotta prompt that? Do you know how much prompts you gotta put in to not get an answer like that, nigga?
3. Period. The NSFW act. How would you do it? Right?
At this point, you're writing a hentai manga.
I'm just asking. We're just asking. I'm gonna get off this. I can't go into actually. Okay. The head is bad.
But it can generate. Let me not, man.
You're having too much fun. Way too much fun. I was gonna bring up a point that people talk to ChatGPT for therapists, so therapy wouldn't save this shit. But never mind. This took a turn.
You wouldn't prompt a hug if you could.
No.
Okay.
No.
You wouldn't prompt a hug if you could.
If we go through your followers, would you tell us who gave you the best sex in Houston?
What?
I'm out.
That's a great question.
Tag team match is over.
What the hell?
Now, bro.
We're at 10:15. We gotta read these super chats. Gotta get out of here. Shout out to Darren Saints.
He's on fire.
For $4.99 says, can't wait in 20 years for the hyper realistic AI video incriminating me for a crime I did not commit to drop.
Someone did say, like, the government should be mandated to, like, put a watermark on AI videos. Or whoever should be mandated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, whatever the fuck you want. If that watermark is there, at least I know it's AI.
Nah, nigga. Wild Wild West. You gotta guess.
Oh my God. Survival of the fittest, nigga.
If you get tricked by AI, that's your fault.
But you can't, we always talk about, there's got to be regulations. What are the regulations, especially if people are considering this to be like art? Are there regulations? If I draw whatever I draw, there's no government regulation that can come and like stop me from drawing.
As soon as you hit generate image/video in ChatGPT, watermark.
I guess. Shouts out to Chef.
He's on fire.
Member for 9 months. Superstar member for 9 months. OKC Selly been mid as well. OKC Selly been ass. Oh, my bad. OKC Selly been ass. Mindswell. And had win it. God.
Okay, that was
bro.
After
Y'all mad
let me tell y'all
23-year-olds for not knowing how to act when they just drink alcohol for the first time. I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Just announced today. This is new news coming straight off the press, and I feel like I got to bring this up because every time I read y'all super chats, got to. Starting this August, Georgia public schools will reintroduce cursive writing lessons for students in grades 3 through 5. Y'all need
Lost
it.
art.
Y'all need it. Y'all need more.
Yeah.
More
That shit was
learning.
a cheat code, low key.
Yeah, my cursive not even the best, but man, yeah.
No, when they ask for 3-page essays, I'd be cursing the letters all the way horizontally, stretching them out. Yeah.
That because it's half the page right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Facts. That's a cheat code.
I need y'all to really just pick up a book. Really just pick up. Some of this is not Siri misspeaking. Shouts out to Droopy.
He's on fire.
For $9.99, it says, is it glazed that I watch all of you on your own channels and like the videos every time I upload or y'all upload? And Damo, would you rather pet a spider or drop a song with your guy, Dusty Locane?
I am hopping on the track with Dusty, gang. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, flip it out of context.
We got to turn on.
No, that's not glazed. And if it must be glazed, it's cool, bro.
It's good to glaze sometimes.
It's okay to glaze, yeah.
It's
Now,
cool, bro.
Shouts out to Mark Clark.
He's on fire.
Marcus Clark. For $4.99 says, don't worry, Blazers will be a super team in the next 5 years.
At this point, probably.
You know who no one talks about?
Oh, no.
Scoot Henderson.
The play is you get a bunch of young guys and they just take the leap.
Man.
Scoot is Shea. What's the defensive dude? That's J-Dub.
Kamara. That's
I
J-Dub.
kind of wish Scoot was really good, so y'all would have kept
being Shea
arguing.
And Kamara being J-Dub is hilarious.
I'm just letting you know. Shout out to Big Cat for $1.99. Says, where can I purchase a shirt? The store. I don't know the question.
Walmart, TJ Maxx,
Temu,
TikTok shop.
No,
I ain't gonna lie. Walmart, Target.
Boycott. We're boycotting.
Oh yeah, Shat. Damn, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. We're boycotting. Shouts out to Great Warrior for $5.
He's on fire.
Best part of the season was a men slamming Hero on the ground. We got to put him in the ring for real.
Type shit.
Don't even.
I ain't gonna lie. Call me a casual. One of them alley shots got it. I don't know which one. It gotta be one of them.
What the alley? Shouts out to.
He's on fire.
I can't pronounce this name. Fu where's Draco for $10 says, I'm a Nets fan. I don't think I will ever experience a championship.
I agree.
Yeah, you
Probably
don't.
won't.
You also just don't have to be a Nets fan.
That's a fact. You pick
that's
wrong.
a good franchise to
That's
leave.
crazy. A lot of y'all pick wrong, and it's sad.
I respect staying though, because I respect the loyalty.
And let me say this: one of the worst things that could have happened was your OKC or Indiana winning. Now, a lot of y'all small market guys are going to hang on to hope.
My Wizards are next.
As they should. The Wizards are next. I ain't gonna lie.
You gotta stop, bro. No, I knew you was gonna say this shit, bro.
Sage,
we're 4 away, bro. 4.
No, y'all are 2 away.
4.
Y'all are Sage. I've learned from my mistakes. I'm always a year early. I realize that with y'all, I'm gonna be practical. Y'all are 2 years away. I promise you. Y'all are 2 years away.
Championship contention?
You think the Wizards are a small market? That's the crazy part to me.
I think they're a mid
In
market.
basketball, yeah. In life, no.
Nah, that's a medium market. If the Wizards are good, y'all gonna look as good as y'all did when y'all had John Wall. Why you think John
That was
Wall
them being good. Great Wizards? A great Wizards team would go crazy.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. A great Wizards team. I mean, DC. I'm not gonna act like DC is fucking, Texas, Atlanta, but it's gonna go crazy. But we just been so mid for a majority of the NBA careers of lifetime. Sorry, that it's like small to the NBA sphere, but good for life.
Sound like the San Francisco and the Warriors. I'll just
definitely heard.
Kinda. It's like the Commanders now. Like the Commanders have a lot of hype now because it's in DC, but it's still taking time because we were the shitskins for so long.
Definitely heard his good box up there, but that's just about the market size. On the playback side, Shouts out to TSOJKP for $10 says, innovation will be the end of mankind. We can't have something for 2 minutes without someone having to advance or tweak shit instead of just letting us figure out what it can do. I agree. And the only reason why we didn't talk about it, and I didn't want to talk about it, I do want to talk about it. I'll probably end up talking about it Saturday on my stream.
Keep me on it.
That Mr. B shit that he
That
put
was
out this weekend and then deleted in 26 seconds.
I ain't even tapped in, and I was like, "Damn, I know
That
I
nigga
saw
struck.
that."
If you had
I
that shit
know I saw
posted,
that.
that shit was down in minutes.
Hey,
that shit got struck down.
That was the next thing that I was gonna say. Cause all right, Mr. Beast posted it and he took it down. That's his business. You can't find that video.
Bro, Omar, I linked it into the group chat. When I did that, that's when Keemstar, that's when Keemstar took it down. But whenever Kobe's tweet was up, I was like, all right, in the quote tweet, you can see it. Maybe I can finagle it when I do this clip later. That clip about to come out. Boy, I was sitting there for 5 minutes. Nobody got the video. Everybody post deleted by author. You could not find the video. There's screenshots and tweets, but in terms of that video he dropped, I've never seen a post get scrubbed like that. That shit was scrubbed.
Yeah. So talk about taking the shit to the next level and tweaking it and doing some shit. Damn, Jimmy couldn't wait to put some AI with it. They ain't gonna say I'm taking it back to the lab. I'm learning in real time. Okay, you're a multi-billionaire.
He should have just doubled down on it.
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah, explain. Check out Omeezy, nigga.
I'm not talking. Well, maybe the stream.
Check out that tomorrow. It'll be out tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not. I just know he made a little app.
I'll do it, chat.
Yeah, y'all got it. Cowboys got it. He made an app to do some AI thumbnails. Hey, let me say this, and I'm just I made one video about Mr. Beast, and it was a part of my situation from earlier this year. Where them Omeezy videos went from.
Got struck down.
Hey, brother.
Come on, Omeezy will not talk about that shit.
Guess who don't got what you call it? Guess who don't got no footage from that actual clip? Me. I
Said
don't.
the same thing about that. Never mind.
Nah. The act one, it was footage of a stream. That one, there's no footage to be had.
Yes, there is. He made a video.
He made a video, but you can't play. You can't find the fucking video.
Listen. I know somebody that downloaded it.
Okay, I couldn't find anybody that downloaded it. So in my clip or whatever, it's genuinely no video, no nothing. There's no screenshots. There's no nothing. So I'm good. It's literally just me talking.
I don't know nothing.
God, and just like that, we're definitely ending the pod. I tried to search Mr. Beast to reference something. OnlyFans man who has a schlong calls himself Mr. Beast. Ladies and gentlemen. Don't even get it sometimes. This has been another fantastic episode of Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. We appreciate everybody, and I do mean everybody, for coming out today. With that being said,
wait, did you read all the super chats? My bad. Before I think you missed a couple.
Oh.
Let me go to viewer activity.
From Tasson.
W man of the people. Well, you definitely missed the 50 bomb. God damn!
Oh shit!
Where
Yeah,
y'all
there was
see
a
that
50
at?
one.
It just happened. Red with the 50. It just happened.
Okay, here y'all go.
Oh man, not again.
This nigga Dre said, I looked up Coil Ray the other day. Big mistake.
And that's why, because it makes sense. It just makes sense.
Red for $50 says, here y'all go for you three handsome brothers.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
We have to split it.
That was crazy, chat. I don't know what that was.
Started shopping, I meant 10:30 shop. Sorry, we're back, chat, man.
Shouts out to Red Man.
The fuck was
Big
that?
Red in the building. Let's get out of here before they try to kick us off one more time.
Yo, I told you we don't know anything, bro. Chill.
Hassan Amison for $9.99.
And that's why, because it just makes sense. It just makes sense.
Says, y'all hold me last donation on the last pod. I appreciate y'all for getting me through so many 12-hour factory shifts.
I can't, little nigga. Thank you, though.
Appreciate you. Make sure we read his. I was like, damn.
12 hours.
Is crazy.
Damn.
Shout out to you, big bro. Last but certainly not least, from the things that I can see, but if I scroll down too fast, it might delete the whole VOD. I don't know.
He's on fire.
Shout out to MJ. Yo, B Souls, make Omar try balut at the wedding. And
we won't be having it.
Damn it. I seen this on TikTok. I was excited about the chicken egg. Okay, well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, don't put that Mr. B shit in y'all videos. Sage, say goodbye to the people.
All right, people. 20% odds I streamed tonight. Not gonna lie, I streamed for like 8 hours earlier. But if I do, y'all already know we're on more cool kid shit, more Yapatron stuff at the end. But for now, take care, stay blessed. I'm gonna see you boys next time, man. W pod and things of that nature. Sir, I know nothing. Stop shooting our stream.
Be so say goodbye to the people, man.
Peace out, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming through. I won't be here for the next couple pods. I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Definitely got to get somebody to come on. Don't know who yet. Chat, throw 2 things. Oh, and I meant to do this much earlier in the pod. 2 things to do. Throw recommendations for who we should replace B-Souls with for the next couple of pods. Also, throw other podcasts that you listen to down below. Want to see what you guys listen to. Also, that you listen to us and then try to make the connection. I gotta know. Damo, say goodbye to the people, man.
All right, Chaz, me and my favorite midnight snack, and we will be back very soon, man. Check out the channel. Had some fire videos drop. Got a fire video dropping tomorrow. Just trying to stay consistent. Look at the playback rooms, man. We really be in here having a lot of fun, doing a lot of things, a lot of funny things over here. Come over here, follow the channel, hit that noti. Make sure you click the noti every time you see it, because we're gonna have a fun summer for the rest of the summer after the season.
Bronze GM is real, bro. I'm doing that shit on Wolverine. I'm like 20-0. Shit's hilarious.
Gotta go back.
Shit's hilarious.
Don't talk to me about that fucking game, bro.
No, it's pain now. It's so much pain now. But hey, that Bronze GM run, I'm one. It's
shout out to Tevin too, man. Hope you get better.
Yeah,
shout out to Tev. Tev sick.
There's a
I don't know, ball. What the fuck?
He's getting better, but he just went through some shit apparently. So.
Oh damn, I hear, bro. What's going on? Shout out to him.
All right. Now, with that being said, we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Peace. Honestly.